Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy Darley. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2 kiddos, and I share videos here each week on my channel to bring you motivation for cleaning, decluttering, organizing, recipes, and even grocery hauls. Today's video is going to be a cleaning marathon, and I do these several times a year where I bring you over 3 hours of cleaning motivation in one video. In today's video, I am literally cleaning all over my house, indoors and outdoors. I'm doing some deep cleaning, decluttering, organizing, and then I will show some grocery hauls and some recipes. Grocery hauls are from Sam's and also Walmart. If you're new here, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe to my channel, and be sure to introduce yourself down in the comments as well. So go ahead, give this video a thumbs up if you need some cleaning motivation today, and let's get some cleaning done together. Good morning, you guys. I just got the kids out of the door and off to school. My neighbor was actually taking my kids to school on this day. We have a little carpool set up since it's a 30-minute drive to school in the mornings. So now that they're off to school, I'm getting some coffee going and just getting ready to have a very productive day. Now that my coffee is ready, I went into the office and did a little bit of work on my computer. I had a YouTube video going up that morning, so I was doing some stuff for that. I also pulled out my planner to look at my day. I had a Walmart pickup order, and I wanted to go to Sam's Club on this day, so lots of driving. And then here you can see I have our meal plan for the week, which I try to do meal planning on Fridays for the following week, so that way I can plan my grocery pickups. Now, if you've been around for a while, then you know I like to do monthly meal planning, but the last couple of months I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon with that just because we've been gone so much on the weekends, and so I've been trying to plan out meals with things that we didn't end up using in our fridge or freezer, and just kind of meal planning week to week. But I do want to get back into the monthly meal planning because I do feel like it makes things so much easier and takes up so much less time on a weekly basis. Okay, and now I'm just getting ready for the day really quickly, and a lot of you like to see this kind of stuff, just kind of the behind the scenes and not necessarily always cleaning. So I thought I'd throw this in there since this is actually part of my day. I decided to actually put some makeup on today, and this is my Saint makeup. It's all in one palette, and I'm still loving this makeup. I feel like it's the best makeup I've ever had, and it's just so easy. And this whole routine took me about 7 minutes to do. So super quick, super easy. If you want more information, I'll leave all the information for you down in my description box. And now that I'm all ready, I can go make my bed and get ready or get dressed for the day. Usually I will either make my bed right when I get up in the mornings. It depends on if Chance is still there or not. Sometimes he actually makes the bed for me, which is usually a really nice surprise. But it really doesn't take long to make my bed in the morning, so I definitely do this every single day. I haven't always been the type of person that's made my bed every single day. But over the last like 4 or 5 years, since I pretty much started my YouTube channel, this has been something that I do every single day. And then this is just a little linen spray that I got. It's a Caldrea linen spray, and it smells so good. And I just like to spray it on my bed in the mornings. Now, before I leave to go pick up my groceries from Walmart, I did want to do a quick little tidy here in the kitchen, so that way, you know, that was at least picked up and I could put my groceries away when I get back. I am now headed out. I'm going to go get my Walmart grocery pickup, come back, I'll give you a quick grocery haul, and then I'm going to run to Sam's and get some stuff there too.
Sour taste will wash away, 'cause I promise I'm better now. Wouldn't hold it against you if you say that you don't want to get close to me, close to what we used to be. But I just feel like dancing. Are you feeling it too? Oh baby, won't you love me? Won't you love me? Won't you love me? Love me like...
All right, let's do a really quick Walmart grocery haul. I'm gonna start over here. This is the only thing that needs to go in the freezer. We got some Uncrustables. Gracie June loves these for like a quick snack after school. Sometimes she'll pack them for lunches. I also got eggs. Now I was gonna get eggs from Sam's because they're actually like $5, I think, for 36 eggs. I think that's what I had them in the cart for. But we were almost out. I think we had 3 eggs left, and I really wanted to have them for tomorrow morning, so I went ahead and got them from Walmart, and I think this one was a little more than $7 maybe, so not too much of a price difference, and we really needed eggs, so I went ahead and got them. We've got some mozzarella cheese, some Mexican 4-cheese blend. I got this cheese for a recipe later in the week, and then we've got some sausage. This is just like some breakfast sausage. I was thinking of making some little breakfast quesadillas with sausage in them. Sausage, cheese, and egg breakfast quesadillas. So I got that. I got this already shredded pulled chicken. I went ahead and got this for today's recipe, which is just chicken spaghetti. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to cut it up a little bit smaller and use this for our meal for tonight. I've got some Rotel diced tomatoes and green chilies, 2 cans of that. Diced tomatoes, a big old can of that. Some whole kernel corn, some black beans. I got 1 thing of the Pastaroni Parmesan cheese pasta. This is one of those things that we just like to keep on hand in case we have a night where it's just crazy, or maybe I cook something that the kids don't really like that much. They love this pasta, so I will cook this with some chicken or something, and they tear it up. So that's really good. Just got some brown sugar, chicken broth, some goldfish crackers, and then the only fruit I got today were bananas. We already have strawberries and grapes in our fridge, so we're gonna eat, oh, and pineapple. We have all 3 of those in the fridge, so we're gonna eat those up before I buy more. So I got lots of bananas, a green bell pepper, white onion. I got 2 different things of tortillas. I got these regular flour tortillas, and then I got the carb balance ones. I use these a lot, but Gracie June prefers these. So I'm gonna get I got these to make those breakfast burritos and for any cheese quesadillas, because she loves cheese quesadillas. And then I got these for chicken nachos that we're doing later this week. And then I also got some little chocolate chip muffins, just an easy breakfast, and some brownies. We always have to have these on hand too, and we are out. So that is all of the stuff inside, and then I got some drinks. Let me take you outside. All right, we are out here in the garage, and look, 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 I got a new freezer. So we're gonna actually get rid of our cube freezer And we have this one already plugged in. I'm gonna move this over here and we're gonna clean this out and organize it all into our stand-up freezer. This is gonna be so great. I'm gonna be able to see everything better, and it's gonna make meal planning a lot easier too. But we have some drinks out here that I need to put away. Some of these were already out here, like we have some Gatorades left up there, Fresca. We have an open pack of Diet Dr. Peppers and waters that were already here that need to be put in the fridge. But today at Walmart, I did get this big thing of waters. We were out of Roaring Waters, so I got 4 packs of these Capri Sun Roaring Waters. I got the Fruit Punch Wave, and then the other flavor, let's see, what was the other flavor that I got? Tropical Tide. So I got 2 of each. And then a big case of Diet Dr. Peppers, and Walmart is definitely the cheapest place to find the Diet Dr. Peppers. I think it was like $10 for a case of 24, so that's amazing. Okay, and the last thing I got was this cat food. Okay, so originally I was just gonna go to Walmart on this day and then go to Sam's the next day, but I decided I wanted to knock it all out in one day. So after I put all of the groceries away, I ended up leaving and going ahead and going shopping at Sam's, even though it's like a 30-minute drive and a 30-minute drive back. I figured while I had time, I would go ahead and do that. So I knocked out all of the grocery shopping for the week, which was nice. And then after I got back from Sam's Club, I also went ahead and started dinner because my son Kason had his first middle school baseball game this night. And I knew that we'd be getting home a little bit later. So this way, with dinner already being cooked, all we have to do is heat it back up and we can eat. And that way we're not eating at like 9 o'clock at night. So on the nights that we have baseball or cheerleading or whatever, and I know that I'm not going to get home till super late, I either like to do something like this where I go ahead and make the meal in advance and then we can just heat it up, or do a crock pot meal, or make sure that we have leftovers in the fridge that we can just heat up for those nights. Okay, so drinks are in the fridge. I actually went and put everything else away in the pantry, and the only thing that I kind of had to take out of the packaging was the muffins. I put these in our little like cake tray thing, and then I ran out to Sam's, and I'll be back in just a second with a little Sam's Club haul.
Don't you feel it? How it feels, babe? Won't you love me the old kind of new way?
All right, we are back from Sam's Club, and so I'm gonna do a really quick Sam's Club haul, starting over here with all the snacks. So I got a big bag of sour cream and onion chips, and we can either divvy these up into smaller little Ziploc bags or just pour from the bag whenever we want to. And I also got a huge box of this mixed variety pack. So we've got the nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, Cheetos, and then Cheeto Puffs, and this comes in a 30 pack. And I love doing these just for simple, easy lunches. Like whenever I throw them in lunches, I don't have to, you know, pour them into a Ziploc bag or anything. But this is Gracie June's favorite, but they never have a good variety pack that we will eat all the different variety of chips that come with these. So I never get these in a variety pack. Hope that makes sense. And then I got this 2-pack of Hawaiian rolls. We go through these like crazy. We use these all the time on baseball weekends. We make just little turkey and cheese sliders or ham and Swiss, or we even make these with a bunch of different dinner recipes. So now that I have the big freezer, I'm gonna actually take 1 pack, freeze it until we need it, and then we'll keep the other pack out for probably this weekend. We've got the peanut butter filled pretzels. These are a staple. Another staple are the fruit snacks. And then I got this huge thing of M&Ms. Whenever I make the kids snacks for school, I like to make little trail mixes. So I got this big thing of M&Ms, and I just loved that it was the Easter colors. And then we've got these Nutella breadsticks. I also got some Cheez-Its to kind of mix it up from chips. And then I showed you the chips already. So those are all the snack items. And then we've got the Donut Shop coffee pods. And then here are all of the frozen goods that I got, which I'm so excited because anytime I get frozen foods, I'm always like, trying to be very conscious of how big the package is because I don't think it's gonna fit in our freezer. Well, now that we have the stand-up freezer, it's gonna have a whole lot more room, and I'm really excited. So starting back here, we got the Red Baron classic pizzas. This comes with 3 pizzas. We got the Stouffer's lasagna with meat sauce. This is our favorite lasagna if I don't make it. And then I also got these bagel bites. We haven't had these in a really long time, but I know the kids love these. So these are a good little quick snack on the weekends. Then I got these cordon bleus. This is for those nights that I have planned to cook, but for some reason I was either lazy or I ran out of time and just, you know, something pops up. We like to have these on hand because they're not quick. They take about 30 to 35 minutes, but I don't have to do any like prepping, you know? So this is a good dinner option to keep on hand because everybody loves this. I got some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And then I also got ground beef, and this is like a 3-pack of ground beef. It's the 93% lean. So that is everything from Sam's. I am out of breath now, and I'm gonna go kind of put these things away. I'm just gonna throw this stuff in the freezer for right now. I'm probably gonna have to put all this other stuff away later because I am running out of time before I have to leave the house. Okay, so like I said, I was running out of time, and so I was trying to hurry up and get dinner ready. So we are going to be making chicken spaghetti. These are my caraway pans. I've talked about these a few times, but I got these last year on a whim. I really needed some new pots and pans, and I was looking at the Member Mark pans at Sam's because they're like half the price as these caraway pans. Like these caraway pans are very pricey. But the Sam's Club option, which is supposed to be like a dupe for these, did not have the color in stock that I wanted. And so I kept eyeing them, waiting on the color to come back in stock. Never came back in stock. So I just bit the bullet and bought the caraway pans, and I absolutely love them. I feel like they are the best pans that we have ever had. So like I said, I got these last year. It was after summer, I think, and they've been great. But that vegetable chopper that I was just showing you, I've had that for a long time. It's from Amazon, and I'm not good at chopping vegetables, so I always use that, and it just saves me so much time and also doesn't make me look like a complete fool trying to chop up my veggies. So anyways, I'm making this chicken spaghetti real quick, and I'm just kind of showing you the steps, but I will put the recipe down in the description box in case you guys want to try this. This is an easy meal that we've been making forever. So yeah, it's delicious. Now, in the chicken spaghetti recipe that I typically use, it's the one down in my description box. It calls for stewed tomatoes and also cream of mushroom soup. I forgot to get the cream of mushroom soup, and it was fine. It was still really good, but I definitely recommend using that. And then it also called for the stewed tomatoes. Well, instead of stewed tomatoes, I did the big diced tomatoes and rotel just because my kids prefer these types of tomatoes over the stewed, and it was really good. So now this is done, and we have dinner all ready. And then once we got home, we just heated it up, put it in a bowl, heated it up, and this is what it looks like. It's so delicious. Y'all let me know if you try it. All right, it is time to clean out this freezer. It was organized. It still is kind of organized, but Here you can see I've got all these baskets, and you just have to pull out everything to get to what's in the bottom. So we are gonna move everything to this freezer and get it all nice and organized so we can see everything. So Chance was about to head out to work, but he helped me pull all the stuff out of the freezer really quick before he left, and I ran upstairs to the attic because I have a bunch of clear organization bins that I'd purchased a while back, and I just never took them back or sent them back to Amazon because I knew I would need them for some sort of organization project down the road. So I ran and got those, and now I'm ready to start organizing this stuff for our freezer. All right, here is everything laid out that was in the deep freezer, and you can see we have it organized, but to get to anything, you have to pull out one basket to get to the other. So, and then these are also from Walmart, and I feel like they just, every single time we pull one out, one breaks or a piece of it breaks off. So they're very flimsy. They're great little organizers. I just feel like they're not very durable. So I have these that have been in my attic in case of an organizing project. So I think these will be really good in the big freezer because I'll be able to stand things up in them, and I can even label them if I want to. I don't think I'm gonna label them today. We'll see. But I got these from Amazon. They're the M Design ones. These are very, very durable. We have these in our pantry as well. So that's what I'm going to use for the stand-up freezer. I'm going to reorganize this stuff, or at least just like swap it over to the bins that we have here. Okay, so luckily everything was pretty much organized already from the last time I organized the deep freezer, but I'm just kind of taking everything and putting them into these bins. And so I organized everything by meats. So we have like all of our deer meat, ground beef, hamburger patties, all that kind of stuff in a few of these clear bins that I'm going to put down at the bottom. And then I also used a clear bin to organize all of the breakfast items, another one to use to organize any of the like frozen veggies that we have, and so on. Now, originally I was going to keep all of the boxes here on this bottom shelf, but then when I went to put those clear containers on that second shelf, the door to the freezer wouldn't close. So I don't know why, it's just the second shelf where it doesn't work. But I ended up moving the boxes up to the second shelf and putting these clear bins here on the bottom. So we have all of our meats down here. And then there is one more bin that we ended up putting like the bacon, and then I had some extra chicken breasts that I had no clue were even in our freezer. So I ended up putting that in a bin, and it's going to be on another shelf. So that's the only meat that's technically not with the stuff on the bottom, but it worked out. It's fine. But having all the stuff organized like this where I can actually see it is going to make meal planning so much easier. And it's funny because I got a whole new thing of chicken breast, which is fine because now it actually fits in our freezer, but we did have a few left. It wouldn't have been enough for our dinners later in the week, so I definitely needed more chicken, but I completely forgot that I even had that little bag of chicken still in there. So this way, I'm not forgetting about the stuff that's in my freezer. We can use up things a lot more frequently, and I'm not having to pull things off of other containers to get to the bottom, you know what I mean? So this is definitely going to be so much better. I'm excited to also do some meal prepping and prep some different meals that we can just freeze and pull out later in the month if we want to cook them, and kind of get ahead of the game for the month, if that makes sense. And now that that's done, I'm actually going to go ahead and put away all of the stuff that I got from Sam's Club because I did not have a chance to pull everything out of the boxes and all before I had to leave to go get the kids from school the day before. So that's what I'm doing now. Now these snacks should last us about a month, it may be longer, but we do have kids at our house a lot, so they are always going into the pantry to get snacks, so we love having it stocked up for that. And then, of course, like I said, my kids usually take like one snack a day to school, and then they might pack a bag of chips. If they pack their lunch for the day, they might take a bag of chips with them, but these snacks last us a really long time. Now, while we're on the subject of snacks, I did want to say that I am trying to get my kids to eat a lot more like fruits and veggie snacks, especially when we're at home. I know sometimes it's really hard to pack that kind of stuff. Now, Gracie June takes a lunchbox pretty frequently, and she can pack a snack in there, but it's so hard, for keeping anything fresh in their book bags for school, having it fresh for a snack. So we do our best to try to eat like the better snacks when they're actually at home. And then these are just like easier snacks for on the go. But if you guys have any suggestions on how you do it, if you send your kids to school with better, not so processed foods, let me know how you do it. What kind of snacks do you pack for your kids? And let us know your suggestions down in the comments. All right, now that all of the groceries are finally put away, I can go ahead and start cleaning. And the first area that I wanted to clean was here in the kitchen. Our dishes in the dishwasher were all clean, so I needed to put those away. And then I'm going to clean out our sink and just like wipe down the countertops, clean the stovetop. It was still a mess from where I'd cooked dinner the night before or the day before. And so I'm just going to get this kitchen all nice and clean.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I've been thinking about you all the time, but that's alright. I'm starting to get used to it, think I'll survive. I met you in the summer, when you left it was cold. Said we loved one another, guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer, our love was out of control.
Okay, so really quickly, I wanted to take a second and talk about how much your comments mean to me. I get some of the nicest comments in the whole world, and you guys really know how to make me feel special. And sometimes your comments even bring me to tears. Now, on my last video, I actually got a comment about a sweet little 4-year-old girl named Evelyn. Her mama, Sarah, left the comment and told me that Evelyn has actually been in the hospital for a little bit over a month. She's nonverbal, but she loves watching my videos. But Sarah did let me know that Evelyn is on the mend and should hopefully be going home within the next week or so. So if you guys could pray for Evelyn and just be thinking about her as she's on the mend. And I also want to say hey to you, Evelyn, if you're watching. I hope you're doing good, and we're all praying for you, and we hope that you get to go home really soon. And if anyone else is watching and you guys need prayer requests or you have anything to celebrate, y'all let us know in the comments so that way we can either be praying for you or we can celebrate with you.
I've been going crazy without you. I'm so alone. I met you in the
Okay, here on the inside of my sink, I always get these little nicks, and it's just from like pots and pans, or I'll get water marks from the hard water. And so the pink stuff is my go-to cleaner to get these off. These are just like little scratches that easily come off with the pink stuff. I just put the paste on there, scrub it. I'm actually using that little sponge that I got a few weeks ago. It's a Scrub Daddy sponge. I think those work the best for getting these off. They just work the quickest, it seems like. But also the pink stuff has come out with like a cleanser. They also have like a shower cleaner, all kinds of different products. But if you're trying to get hard water stains or scratches in your sink off, then I definitely recommend the paste. I just feel like the other things work, but I just feel like the paste works a lot quicker without having to do nearly as much scrubbing. And here you can see as I'm rinsing, those little scratches are completely gone, and it's like magic.
It's kinda quiet in my room right now without you. And I couldn't really make you stay, so what to do? I'm just staring at my walls and talking to myself. Now and then I'll try to laugh, but I'll cry a bit as well. I was never any good at being.
Now here on my stovetop, I'm just using the Method degreaser. My stovetop actually wasn't too bad today, and I think it's just because I kept most of the food in the pots and pans. But I'm going to just quickly spray this degreaser on here. I have a wet sponge, and I'm just kind of working that all over my stovetop, and then I'll wipe it all up with a microfiber cloth. Now, when I was cleaning, even though my stovetop wasn't so bad, my grates definitely needed to be wiped down. I had a few spots where it looked like maybe some pasta had gotten on there or sauce or something. So I'm going to clean those in the sink really quick, and I'm just using a wet sponge to clean those off with a little bit of that degreaser.
I met you in the summer when you left. It was cold. Said we loved one another. Guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer. Our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you. I'm so alone. I met you in the You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I met you in the summer when you left. It was cold. Said we loved one another. Guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer. Our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you. I'm so alone. I met you in the
Okay, now my stovetop is all nice and clean, so the next thing I'm going to do is clean off our counters. For my granite countertops, I'm using the Grove Co. multi-purpose cleaner, and if you did not see last week's video, be sure to go check it out. I did a whole Grove collaborative haul. They have some new products from the Grove Co. line, and they all smell amazing. They're brand new scents for spring, so be sure to go check those out. And you also get a free gift with your first purchase if you've never shopped with Grove Collaborative before. So I'll be sure to leave my link down in the description box so you can get that free gift if you've never shopped with them. but this cleaner that I'm using is just the multi-purpose spray, and I have a glass bottle and I just filled it up with water, put my Grove Co. concentrate in there, and went to cleaning. Now for my wood countertop, I use the Method wood cleaner. It's in the almond scent. I also get this from Grove Collaborative. You can also get a lot of these products at Target too, so if you're ever in Target and you just want to try a few of these things, then definitely pick them up. So the Grove Co. concentrate, the multi-purpose cleaner, and then also they have the dish soap, the hand soap, all of that good stuff. But then the other cleaner that I'm using today is the Method wood cleaner, and I highly, highly recommend that one. I've been using that for over 5 years now, and let me just tell you, I will not use any other cleaner on my wood countertop, and I also use it on my dining room table. It just smells so good, but it also leaves it nice and shiny. After I wipe down my countertops, the next thing I'm going to do is wipe down my stainless steel appliances, and for that I use the Sprayway stainless steel cleaner. And if you guys are ever curious about any of my favorite cleaning products, tools, any of the vacuums or anything that I use, I do have a ton of my favorites saved either on my Amazon storefront. So if it's something that I've purchased from Amazon, I have it saved in my Amazon storefront. If it's not Amazon, because sometimes you can find the same items at Walmart or Target for a lot less expensive and it'll be the exact same thing, then I will actually link those on my Like to Know It page. So I have both of those down in the description box for you, so that way you can easily find all of my favorite cleaning tools and products.
Kinda simple, kinda wishful about things, and you're kinda simple, but like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out.
Now I'm actually about to head upstairs to clean up our playroom because it was a big mess from having friends over the previous weekend. And before I do that though, I wanted to go ahead and tidy up the living room just because this was like the last area that was kind of messy. And I'm just basically, like I said, tidying. I'm just putting the blankets and pillows back on the couch. And then I also use a Caldrea spray, like a room spray for this room, as well as like an air freshener type thing.
Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging in the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling overseas.
Okay, here is the playroom, and honestly, it's been a lot worse. There have been days that I've come up here and I've cleaned on camera where I could not even walk on the floor because it was covered in stuffed animals and toys and all kinds of things. But today we just have a couple of air mattresses from where we had some kids over for a sleepover last weekend, and I'm just now getting up here to take the bedding off and put the air mattresses away. And then while I was up here, I went ahead and just kind of tidied up and vacuumed because I saw that there was a bowl that was empty. It had had popcorn in it, so there were popcorn kernels and a few wrappers. So I figured there's probably popcorn, and I was correct. There was popcorn on the ground, so I ended up vacuuming while I was up here too. Now, since it's a little bit later in the video, I figured the people that are still here are the ones that probably watch a lot of the videos all the way through and really, really enjoy the videos, or are just, getting something out of them. So I wanted to ask you guys what you want to see in the next month or so. I do still have some decluttering to do. I kind of took a break from the decluttering videos because I was honestly getting worn out, but I think I'm definitely going to be decluttering our craft area here in this playroom. I didn't even remember to show it on camera, but it's a disaster, and so I do want to clean, declutter, and organize in that space. So that's definitely going to be coming up. But what else do you want to see on my channel? Do you like seeing like the meal prep, the deep cleaning, grocery hauls? What do you want to see in the next month that would be helpful for you guys?
You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You do it right. Hold me tight when I need it. And you always like what I like we know each other. But sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another. Talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes.
Okay, last thing I'm going to do here, and then I will be completely done cleaning for these 2 days, is I'm going to vacuum really quick, and that'll be it. Oh, and I wanted to let y'all know, in case you watched last week's video, I did a Target haul at the end of the video, and I showed a dress, and I talked about how I purchased it originally to wear to my cousin's wedding, which I'm super excited about. It's this weekend. But I ended up not going with that dress. I do love the dress, but I just felt like, I don't know, I wasn't completely 100% for it, you know? So I ended up purchasing a couple of dresses off of Amazon. Both of them I love so much. So I'm still trying to decide between those two. I might share them on Instagram, but they're both very different too. One's like a hot pink, and then the other one is like a brownish greenish color. One is long sleeve and long. The other one is short sleeve and, you know, like a mid-length dress. So they're very different from each other, but I just wanted to let y'all know I did not end up going with that blue dress that I got from Target, even though I do think it's really cute. It actually would probably be a good like beach vacation dress too. And I did return the visor and the flip-flops. I was cracking up at all of your comments about the visor and your takes on it. One person actually said it gave them Handmaid's Tale vibes, if y'all haven't seen that show. It's so funny because I was actually going to say that in my voiceover, but I ended up not talking about it. But that was like my first thought is, oh my goodness, I look like I should be in the Handmaid's Tale. But anyways, I returned those 2 items. All right, this is all the cleaning that I'm going to do for these 2 days of cleaning. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I hope you have the best week ever, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Amy Darley, and today's video is going to be a super motivating clean with me. I've got so much cleaning to do, so it's actually broken up over a couple days of cleaning. So hopefully this video will give you all the motivation that you need to tackle those things on your to-do list today. So go ahead and get your to-do list out, or make your list while you're watching, and let's clean along together. All right, we are getting started on day 1 of cleaning, and on this day I was focusing on the kids' bedrooms, getting their bedding washed and cleaning their bedrooms, doing some dusting and all of that. And it's funny, I came up to Gracie June's room, that's my daughter, and our little cat Ozzy was sleeping in her bed. So to start the day, I ended up just moving her over into Kaysen's room and letting her take a little nap there. But poor thing had a rude awakening a little bit later after I finished cleaning Gracie June's room. I had to go in there and wake her up again and take her downstairs to finish her nap. And it's just funny because I feel like our cats will sleep all day inside. They're actually indoor-outdoor cats, and I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about that, but we love it because we are gone so much, and they are able to come in and out of our garage. We keep our food in the garage, their food in the garage. And so they're able to come in and out. They use the bathroom outside, so we don't have a litter box or anything like that. But they do spend a lot of time during the day inside with me, just kind of napping and hanging out. And then when they wake up, they're ready to go back outside and play. But it's funny because I always talk about this. I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would have cats, but my kids talked us into it, and we actually have 3 now. So, but they've grown on me, and I would definitely say that I love those cats. Never thought I would say that in my life, but I do. All right, so we are starting in Gracie June's room. I've already got the bedding going in the washing machine. She's got a bazillion blankets, so I'm going to actually fold these 2 blankets and take them into our playroom, which is where they usually go. And then this blanket right here was actually made by her grandmother for her, so she keeps that one on her bed. And then this is her other little favorite blanket, and she actually does sleep with both of those. I don't know how she does it with her bedding, because we have the Betty's bedding on both the kids' beds, and we actually have the Minky version, so it's very soft on the inside. And so I would think that she would get super hot during the night, especially with just that and the other blankets that she sleeps with. Oh, I wanted to show y'all these little squirts she's obsessed with. I got them off of Amazon in a 3-pack. If you have little girls, they are so cute. They come in youth sizes, and they come in a pack of 3 with 3 different colors. And I've gotten her 2 different sets, so now she has 6 pair. And they are all she wants to wear now. So definitely check them out if you have little girls that love squirts. But anyways, yeah, so I was just saying, I don't know how Gracie June sleeps with so many blankets and doesn't like sweat during the night, but oh, I'm showing you Gracie June's first ever ring that she got for coming in first place at a competition. And then this one's actually a baseball ring, where Kason, my son, he plays baseball, and we were at a tournament and they won, and they had some extra rings. So the coach actually gave a couple of the siblings rings. So Gracie June got one of those, but she was so excited to get her first ever cheer ring because Kason has so many. When I go into his room, you'll see he has like a huge row of all these baseball rings. And so Gracie June was so excited to get her first ring ever from a win at a competition. All right, so I'm actually just going around and tidying up the room first before I start dusting. And so Gracie June had a bunch of stuff that we had just brought upstairs, and these were some flower clips that I got off of Amazon for Easter. And so I'm just putting them in here in her closet. This is where she keeps all of her scrunchies and clips and things. And then this little bag here, I'm actually just going to take most of this stuff into the playroom because it was all of her My Generation doll. It's like an American Girl doll, but from Target. All of her stuff that goes with that. So I just took that into the playroom really quick, and I'm unpacking this overnight bag, which was from the last weekend when she went and spent the night with a friend. I'm finally gonna unpack this, even though she is quite capable of doing this on her own, but I'm doing it for her. So I'm just gonna unpack all of this stuff and tidy up her room, and then we'll actually do some dusting and cleaning in here.
You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movie.
Okay, so before I can start dusting, I also wanted to go ahead and put all of her Legos away. So this is where Gracie June keeps the majority of her Legos. We also have more in the playroom, but these are the ones that she plays with the most often, so she keeps them in here. And I'm just putting them all into these little baskets. She likes the clear bins, but I honestly like these baskets a lot better. These are the same ones that we have in our playroom. And I just like them because they keep everything contained and you can't see what's in them. So I just put all those Legos in there, put the baskets up, and then I'm going to be able to actually dust her bookshelves. And then this is my little cleaning caddy. I have had this cleaning caddy forever. It's from Walmart, but I think the one that they have on there now that's the exact same one is way more expensive. I'm pretty sure I only paid $5 for this, but now it's way more expensive. So I'll link a similar one that is a lot less expensive. But these are all the cleaning products that I'm going to be using today. I actually forgot to use the room freshener. I meant to spray that at the end of cleaning both of their rooms, but I forgot to spray it, so I'm not actually using that today, but usually I do. But I love the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray for dusting. Sometimes I dust with it. Sometimes I dust with just a dry microfiber cloth and don't use anything. But today, since I was cleaning both of their rooms and I just wanted a good smell, I decided to use the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray. And I had two different scents. I can't remember. I know I had the mum scent, which I used in Kaysen's room, and then the one that I just showed you. And then I'm also going to use the Sprayway glass cleaner to clean the mirror and then also their windows.
I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters, stray around like nighttime.
So it's been a little while since I've actually shown you guys Gracie June's room or been up in the kids' rooms cleaning in a video. And I know the last time I talked about the Betty's bedding and how wonderful it's been. I think my kids have had them, gosh, close to 5 years, maybe 4 years now. And they've just been so great. They've held up wonderfully, but I do feel like it's time to update their bedding and get them something new. I'm thinking about looking at Target just because I know that they always have such great bedding for kids. And it's usually a lot more affordable than like Pottery Barn. But I love all the stuff at Pottery Barn. I just don't know if I really want to spend that much money. Although sometimes you get what you pay for, you know. So I've been looking at both places and I just can't make up my mind yet. But I definitely want to update their bedding and maybe update their bedrooms in general just to make them, you know, not so kiddie, which I guess Kaysen's isn't really too kiddish. His is more like baseball and hunting, which is stuff that he loves to do. But Gracie June, she's getting into that tween stage now. And so I feel like she would probably have fun doing a little makeover in her bedroom. And then for Kaysen, I would just update his bedding at least. So while I was cleaning the windows here in the kids' bedrooms, I was thinking about how I really need to get on top of my spring cleaning. So I actually did start making a list of what I wanted to share in videos. And I do have a spring cleaning checklist. If you want to check that out, it's on my blog, amydarley.com, and it's totally free. You can just download it, print it off. And I just have it by room. So I have a whole checklist by room, and you can kind of just go through the whole checklist. And as you're getting things cleaned, whenever you have some free time, you can check those items off of your list. But there are a lot of things that I do for spring cleaning that I don't do on a regular basis. So I'm kind of getting excited for that. I probably should have started it already because it's definitely been warm here and warm enough to start doing all the spring cleaning, especially inside. But it is pollen season, so I was trying to wait to do any of the outside cleaning until pollen season is done, so that way we could pressure wash the house and do all the cleaning and it wouldn't be covered in pollen the next day. But if you want to see what all I have for spring cleaning, definitely go check out that checklist and make sure you're subscribed to my channel too, so that way you can get some spring cleaning motivation through some of my videos. All right, we are now in Kaysen's room and I'm going to clean in here, doing the same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and pull off all the bedding, get that in the washing machine, and start dusting. And you can probably tell which one of my kids is the messy one and which one is pretty organized and doesn't really make much of a mess. But I will also say, my daughter, Gracie June, she's kind of more of the creative one, and she loves to play, she loves to create, and she will pull everything out and just go to town, just having fun. Where Kaysen, my son, he's more of the one that just wants to be outside or even on video games. Like, he doesn't really, have the creativity spark. He doesn't, ever pull out obviously he's old enough to where he doesn't play with like action figures, which I really feel like he never did. We had a bunch of action figures, but he never really, I mean, they just kind of sat there and other kids played with them when they came over, but he didn't really. And then even the Legos, like he would only play with Legos if other kids wanted to play with them. So they're definitely two different personalities. But he also loves to come in here, and if I tell him to go clean his room, he'll come in here and he will actually go through his drawers and organize and everything himself. Now, it wouldn't necessarily be exactly how I would organize the things myself, but I love that he does it his own way and that he is organized. Also, I don't know if you noticed this, but his bed was actually made, and typically my kids, I talk about this all the time, but my kids don't usually make their beds on school mornings, but Kason has really wanted some AirPods. He got the JBL like earbuds for Christmas, and they're supposed to be really great, and we have a couple of the Bluetooth speakers. They've been awesome. But for some reason, like he's only had them since Christmas, and then about a month ago, he was saying that the volume on them was not working right. So it just wasn't, it was so quiet, and I tried them out. We cleaned them, we did all the things, and one of them started working right again, but the other one still isn't. So he's been borrowing my AirPods or my husband's AirPods while he's in the car. We don't let him take them with him anywhere, but just he uses them while we're in the car or around the house or something. But so he's been begging to get AirPods. And so we told him, we were like, you know, you need to start earning some money and buying these things yourself. So that way you learn to take care of your stuff, you learn to keep up with it. And I just feel like it means a whole lot more when you have actually bought the things yourself. So even though my kids don't do chores every single day of the week, we did tell them that if they make their beds in the mornings and they do the chores that we asked them to do throughout the week, that they could start earning some money. And Kason was all about it. And Gracie June definitely does all the chores when we ask her to. She loves washing dishes and loading the dishwasher, which is really funny. But obviously her room was a mess. Her bed wasn't made. So she won't get the full amount of chore money like Kason will this week. But like I said, I am horrible about keeping up with the kids' chores and all that kind of stuff during the school year. But during the summer, they actually do a really good job. And we have a chore chart that we use. And it's just easier, I feel like, to have a routine where they do the chores during the summer because it's not nearly as busy.
We were in too deep in your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever, driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep.
Okay, so I was talking about spring cleaning earlier, and I'm just curious, have you guys started any spring cleaning, or when do you typically start your spring cleaning if you haven't already? And what are some ways that you kind of keep up with your spring cleaning? Do you have a checklist, or do you just try to go room to room? And I know a lot of people actually follow the Fly Lady method, and they do like the zones and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know. I've just never really kept up with all of that stuff. It just seems like so much to me, and I've tried to go through it all and look at it, but I kind of got overwhelmed. So I just had created myself this little spring cleaning checklist. I also have some weekly cleaning checklists on there and a monthly cleaning checklist if you guys want to check those out too. Like I said, they're all free. You can just download and print them out and use them. I have mine laminated, but you could also just put them in a little, you know, the clear sleeves or whatever, sleeve protectors, and use a dry erase marker each week to mark off whatever you need to. And a lot of people have been asking for a weekly cleaning routine video because I talked about it in last week's video that I definitely want to make a weekly cleaning routine video. So that's on my list as well to make. The next couple of videos will be some spring cleaning stuff, and then I think the next one after that will be the weekly cleaning routine. So if you want to see all of that, then it'll be coming soon.
Where did it end? Hanging on loose strings. Unable to bend, I never listened. Trying to prove it, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you. Just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime momos. We were in too deep in your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever, driving in your mom's old hatchback.
Okay, so I am almost done cleaning upstairs for today. I did not end up cleaning the kids' bathroom, which usually I will do when I do the upstairs. I'll clean the kids' bathroom and the playroom, but I ran out of time, so I'm getting all of the vacuuming done, and then I have to actually head out to get Gracie, June, and Kason from school, and then I will come back and put Kason's bedding on his bed. But this little vacuum right here that I have had for a while, and this vacuum is super inexpensive. I got it from Walmart, and it's pretty heavy duty and sucks up a lot. I actually got this one because I was looking for a vacuum that I could review that was similar to the Shark Uplight. And I will say that it has the anti-tangle brush roll like the Shark Uplight, but it is a lot heavier than the Shark Uplight. So if you're looking for a very light vacuum, this one is not very light, but it's corded. So that means that it's a lot more powerful than if you were to get like a cordless vacuum. So I definitely think if you have lots of carpet, this is a great vacuum, or even lots of rugs to vacuum, this one would be a good one for you. But if you have a lot more like hardwood and vinyl and not very much carpet, then I definitely think you could get away with just having a cordless vacuum. I have the Tenco cordless vacuum, and I'll link both of these down in my description box. But the cordless vacuum that I have is also a really great price right now. So I'll link both of those. I love them both. I just think sometimes you know, people have preferences, or they have different houses that need different requirements in a vacuum. And so if you have lots of carpet and rugs, then I would definitely suggest getting a corded heavy duty vacuum. But if you have a lot more hardwood or vinyl, then like I said, I think the cordless vacuum would be great. Okay, room 1 is done. It's all clean. It smells so good in here. I wish you guys could smell it through the screen, but I'm done in here. And then I actually ran out to go get the kids. We came back, and then Kason and my husband were actually headed to Jacksonville for a baseball tournament. So he took one of his pillows with him, and it was one of the ones that had the stripes over there. You'll see I only have one of those now. But now I'm putting the bedding on his bed, and then I will be done cleaning in here.
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never mean, yeah. I think I need a minute to figure out my limits. You cross them more than once, yeah. You take
right, bedroom 2 is done, and I am gonna get some rest for the night, and then tomorrow I will be doing a lot more cleaning downstairs because when you guys see my downstairs, it's a teetotal disaster, and I had a lot of cleaning to do. All right, you guys, here we are on day 2. It is a beautiful day. So I am getting started bright and early. Just kind of showing you outside. It was like 85 degrees today and so nice. But this is the condition of my house right now. So we just have stuff everywhere. Gracie June had her dolls out. We have snacks to put away. I actually threw all the clothes out of the dryer onto my bed this morning, and I did this before I made my bed. Oh, I'm going to be listening to this book, which I did finish it. It's called Deadly Little Lies. I'm going to be listening to that while I'm cleaning. I got me some Chick-fil-A already today. Got me a Diet Dr. Pepper, so I have a little bit of energy to get through all of my cleaning this morning. Got my earbuds in, and we're going to get started. So like I said, I already took that load of laundry out of the dryer this morning, and now I've got some that I actually started in the washing machine last night before I went to bed, and I'm just throwing this in the dryer now so that can get started. So hopefully I can get caught up on some laundry today.
I'm a sucker for your love.
All right, now let's tackle the downstairs mess. We're going to start here in the breakfast area. We've got some water bottles, which I feel like we always have all over the place. We've got some blankets that we actually used the other day, and I washed and just threw them here so I could fold them and put them away. We use those for the baseball game. It's so funny because it's been so hot, but then in the evening it would get cold or the gnats would come out. So I was bringing the blankets to the baseball games for either one of those things. So whether I was cold or just trying to keep the gnats off of me. So got the breakfast area cleaned up. Now I'm going to put all the stuff away that does not belong here in the kitchen. For some reason, this just ends up being our drop zone. This and the laundry room and anywhere that's right near where we walk in from our garage, our stuff just gets thrown everywhere. Shoes, everybody just, even though they can take their shoes off outside, we have the shoe rack out in our garage. And so they can put their shoes on the shoe rack, but instead they walk right inside and throw the shoes off right beside the counter. But that's okay. I'm going to miss this one day. I know I am. All right, so these are actually the snacks that I showed you guys in a video a few weeks ago. We still have a bunch of snacks left over from my Sam's Club haul. And so I'm just going through and restocking all of these baskets for snacks. So that lasted me almost 3 weeks, you guys. So our kids, you know, they have snacks, they have friends over, they have snacks. And so those big old boxes lasted me almost 3 weeks, which is great because I need to go do another Sam's trip and get some things. So maybe I'll go ahead and get some more snacks while I'm at it. But got those restocked, put the other stuff away, and then now I'm just putting away these dishes that have already been washed, and I'm going to load the dishwasher and then wash any dishes that need to be washed by hand. Okay, things are flying. I am getting some progress done on all this mess, and the kitchen is pretty much picked up now. So all I have left to do is just wipe down the counters really quick. And I'm using the Grove Co. multi-purpose cleaner, and so it's just like a concentrate in these glass bottles. You just fill the glass bottle up with water, pour in your concentrate, and you can use it as a multi-purpose cleaner to clean all around your house. So that's what I'm using right now. And then for my wood countertop, I'm actually going to use the Method Wood Cleaner. If you've been around and watched any of my videos, you probably are like, you are a broken record, because I am just a creature of habit. I use the same cleaning products all the time. So some of my favorites, and you're going to hear me talk about all the time, are the Mrs. Meyer's multi-purpose spray, the Grove concentrate cleaner. I love the wood cleaner, the Method Wood Cleaner. That's like one of my favorites for any kind of wood countertops or wood surfaces. So I'm going to use that here on this countertop, and then you're going to see me use it on my coffee table in just a little bit in the living room. And another set of cleaners that are really great are the Jaws cleaners, and they actually have the little pods where you can also make your own cleaners with reusable plastic bottles. And they have cleaners for pretty much every surface. It's pretty cool. And the good thing about those, though, is that they are clean products and they don't have like a really strong smell. So if you're very sensitive to smells, then I definitely recommend the Jaws cleaners, because they do a great job cleaning, but they don't leave like a really strong smell behind. Now, I personally love the smells, I love that. That's why I used the Mrs. Meyer's upstairs in the kids' bedrooms earlier, is because I want it to smell clean after I get done cleaning. You know what I mean? So I love having those fresh scents, not necessarily overwhelming smells, but I want to be able to smell it. So anyways, now I'm done in the kitchen. I just lit a little candle, and then now I'm going to move into the living room. These are Gracie June's Next Generation dolls that I told you guys I got from Target, and that same little bag with all of the accessories, she had brought them down here and was playing with them downstairs. So I just set them on the stairs so that way when she gets home, she can actually take them up and put them away in the playroom.
Nothing more to say, let's just waste away. One more time is all we need. A bitter truth to face, not that innocent. We know what we did. I'm a sucker for your love, even though it's kinda toxic, babe. You know I feel it when we touch. That your love is from a different place. It's toxic, babe. Oh, it's toxic, babe. Yeah, it's toxic, babe.
Okay, now that the living room is all picked up, tidied up, I am spraying the Caldrea. It's like a room spray. It smells so good. I'll leave the ones that I use down in the description box in case you want to check them out. I get them off of Amazon or even off of the Grove Collaborative website. And then now I have pulled out my cordless vacuum. This is the one that I was talking about earlier that is a really, really good price. And if you have lots of hardwood floors or vinyl, then I definitely recommend this one. I use this vacuum almost every single day because when we're cooking, of course, we get crumbs and everything everywhere. So me or the kids or even Chance will pull this out and clean in here. If it's like a day that I washed my hair and I had to blow dry my hair in the bathroom, then I definitely pull this out as well, because you guys know when you blow dry your hair, you shed like crazy. So I usually have to vacuum the bathroom after doing that. And this vacuum also has that anti-tangle brush roll on it. And so it's awesome. I love it. I don't think I can ever have another vacuum without the anti-tangle brush roll, just because it just saves me so much time. It keeps the brush roll, nice and clean. But like I said, I pull this out almost every single day. I don't vacuum my entire house with this. I kind of spot clean, because I also have a robot vacuum that goes off every single day at 10:30 a.m. and vacuums the entire downstairs for me. But on this day, it was actually a little bit later in the day and my vacuum got stuck. The robot vacuum, you can see it right here in this clip actually. It got stuck underneath the day bed that's in our office. So it quit vacuuming. So I had to go put it up, and then I just decided to go ahead while I had my cordless vacuum out to vacuum the rest of the downstairs. Okay, and then while I was vacuuming, I went towards the front door and I had some packages. So I decided to go ahead and unbox all of this stuff. And I'm going to show you guys what all I got. It's funny because I got some PR mail, and I don't usually get a lot of PR mail, but I'm going to show you guys what I got and then I'll finish vacuuming. Okay, I thought I would show you guys what all I got in the mail really quick. So all of this stuff over here is PR packages. So I had no clue that these were coming, and typically I do not get a lot of PR packages, you guys, but I happened to get a few different ones this week. And then all of this stuff over here is stuff that I ordered. So we'll start with the PR stuff first. So I got this Astro AI 6-liter mini fridge, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I might give it to a friend because I'm not sure we need it, but I ordered Gracie June a little mini fridge. It's like a purple one for Christmas, and I still haven't even put it in her room. But this could be cool for Kaysen's room, or I might just see if a friend wants it. The second thing I got is this Lulu touchscreen toilet freshener. So this is supposed to be like a toilet freshener to keep your toilet smelling good. And I think this is such a great idea. The only problem is that sometimes our cats will go in the bathroom and actually drink out of our toilet. As much as we try to keep them from doing it, sometimes they do it. So I'm just worried that like the freshener would get sprayed into the toilet water and it wouldn't be good for them. We actually quit using those little cleaning tabs that you put in the back of the toilet to keep it like clean, because we knew that the cleaner's going into the toilet. So we stopped using those because we didn't want our cats drinking toilet water, or, you know, cleaner out of the toilet. So I'm not sure that we will keep this. I might have to give this to someone I know that does not have pets, but I still think it's a great idea. The next thing is we got this Tide stain remover. I've never tried that. And then also this washing machine cleaner with Oxy. I didn't even know that Tide made washing machine cleaner, so this is really cool, even though I do use a different brand to clean our washing machine with little tablets. So might have to try this out and see how it works. And then Pixie is a beauty brand, so they have like all kinds of different beauty products to try. And they do send me stuff very often. A lot of times I will go through it and pick out the stuff that I want to try out, and then the rest of it I will actually give to Gracie June, and she loves it. So looks like we have an in-shower steam facial. So let me see what's in here. Okay, so this is really cute. So it's got like a little washcloth and then an in-shower steam facial, which is just like it says it's a self-heating cleansing mask. So I might actually have to try this out. That's really cute. But like I said, a lot of times Gracie June ends up with this stuff just because I have so much stuff that I get from Saint, and I just can't keep all the beauty stuff. But they do make some really good beauty products. All right, so now moving on to the stuff that I actually ordered myself. So first, I got these nanoscale cleaning cloths off of Amazon, and I think I saw these on like TikTok or something, but it's supposed to leave everything like super streak free, like if you were cleaning your glass or windows or whatever. So I got these because I was influenced by someone. I don't even know who it was, but I got these to try out, so I'll have to try these out. So I think that there are 8 in a pack, and I can't remember what the price was, but I will leave these linked down in my description box. But I'm going to try these out and see how they work. All right, and then I got this little bag off of Amazon. It is not a bog bag. It's like a dupe, and it's, I think it even said generic beach bag or waterproof bag or something. And you can see it even has the bees like the bog bag, but it is way, way, way cheaper. I actually thought I was getting the bigger one, but for the price, this is amazing. It feels just like the bog bag. The bottom actually looks like the bog bags. But these are such great bags. I have a huge one, and then I have another one that's like this size for the pool, but these make good pool bags, beach bags. We use our big one for baseball tournaments. So definitely recommend these. And like I said, this one was way cheaper than all of the actual bog bags. So I'll leave this linked down in my description box too. All right, and then the last thing I got was a bunch of stuff in from Saint Beauty. This is the makeup that I use, and I'll just show you a few of the things, but I got these refresh wipes. I think I got like 3 packs of these. I love these things. These are great for like getting your makeup off. I actually use these to get the eye black off of Kason after his baseball tournaments too, because it's the only thing that's like gentle on the skin that, well, I wouldn't say it's the only thing, but it's the only thing I have at my house that's gentle on the skin and it pulls it off really easily. So I got 3 packs of these. I got the Saint Beauty cream. So this is like a moisturizer type cream. I use the Dime Beauty skincare. So I've never tried any of the Saint skincare yet, but I'm almost out of my moisturizer from Dime. So I wanted to give this a try for right now. So we're gonna try that out. And then I also got some new eyeshadow colors to try out for some new eyeshadow looks. And then I got a lip conditioner, and then I got some more of my contour color. So, and then I also ordered a few more extra colors of like highlights and things like that, just to have backups in case I want to put some makeup on anybody and they want to be color matched. So that is all of my little stash that I got in. Now I need to go put this stuff away. So I know you guys have heard me talk a lot about Saint lately, the beauty makeup that I've been using, and it's because I seriously fell in love with this stuff, and I've never been the type of person that has known how to do makeup. I still don't claim to know how to do makeup, but I have followed a ton of different little tutorials that I've seen on TikTok and on Instagram. I follow a bunch of Saint artists, and after using the makeup for about 6 months, and I was talking about it all the time and all my friends were getting it, so I decided that I would sign up as a Saint artist as well and kind of use it as an affiliate link since I was already sharing it so much anyways. And I started putting the makeup on my friends. I got some extra makeup and would ask my friends to come over just so I could play around with makeup on them. And it's just been so much fun. And makeup has never been fun for me, you guys. Like, I just was too lazy to put it on, or I was just intimidated. I never knew what products to use. If you watch TikTok and Instagram, you are going to see so many different products and brands and all these different ways to use these different products. And for me, it was just overwhelming. And then I found that I would like buy a product and use it a couple of times and then never touch it again because I didn't really know how to apply it. But when I got this makeup, I literally got it because I had seen so many different girls sharing these tutorials on how to use this makeup on TikTok. And so finally, after watching a bazillion different videos, I feel like TikTok just kept showing them to me because I would sit there and just keep watching and I was just in awe. And so finally I decided that I wanted to try it and see if it was worth it and kind of do my own little review on it without, knowing anything about the makeup, never have tried it before. So I got all the makeup. I got in all the basics that the girl that was a Saint artist, she color matched me to. So I took a little selfie and sent her my selfie, and then she told me the exact colors to go with my skin tones. And so I got them, and then as soon as I got them in, I put them all in my little palette, which they all go in one palette. So it's awesome because everything is right there together and it's easy to travel with. But anyways, I put them all in my palette, and then I literally turned on the TikTok video that I had saved for the tutorial and followed her step by step to put on the makeup. I even shared a little video on TikTok. So this was like a year ago now. But I showed the before and the after, and honestly, I was so shocked at how well it turned out, even the first time that I ever used it. And now, after using it for over a year, I feel like it's even better. Like, it literally takes me 5 minutes to do my makeup in the morning, and I love it. So anyways, I feel like this makeup is just amazing. It's for everybody, and I just want everybody to know about it because I want you guys to have that feeling that I had, especially if you've never been a makeup person and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I want you to feel that confidence, and I want you to feel like you can do it too. So if you ever want to chat about it, let me know. I will have a little link in my description box that will actually give you all the information about the makeup. And like I said, I am a Saint artist now, so I do make a commission off of the sales. I use it kind of like an affiliate link, but I did use it for 6 months before I ever decided to become a Saint artist. And if you've also been around on my channel for a long time, you guys know that I would never share any products with you guys if I didn't absolutely love it. And that's why I kind of stick to the same things. I'm sharing the same products all the time with you guys, just because once you find something that you love, you want to share it with people. And I mean, you guys aren't always going to love every single thing that I fall in love with. But like I said, if I love it, I want to share it with people, and I want as many people to know about it as possible. And this makeup is that. It is amazing. The best makeup I've ever used, and so, 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 so easy. And I want to share it with y'all. So I do have a link in my description box if you guys want to check out the makeup. There's all the information about it there. I also shared a tutorial, like a little video tutorial of me actually putting the makeup on and kind of talking you through it. So that's on that link as well. And then I also have a form where if you want a color match, you can fill out that form. You'll just send me like a little selfie, and then I will text you all of the colors that would be perfect for your skin tone. So I will actually help you pick out your colors. All right, so that's all of the cleaning that I'm going to do today. I got lots of stuff done over these 2 days, lots of laundry, clean bedding, clean bedrooms, and it feels so good to have the whole house back in order. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. I can't wait to catch up with all of you in the comments. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and be sure to introduce yourself so that way we can get to know you a little bit better. Also, if you did enjoy today's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a ton. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Have a great week. Bye. Hey y'all, I'm Amy Darley, a stay-at-home mom of 2, and I share videos each week sharing everything from cleaning motivation to meal prep and how I tackle everyday life being a mama with a busy schedule. Here's a little preview of what's to come in today's video. I started on some spring cleaning in last week's video where I cleaned the living room, and then this week we are actually focusing on the kitchen. So I'll be doing a little bit of deep cleaning and showing you the easiest way to clean your cabinets. I hope you guys will subscribe if you're new here and say hey in the comments, and get your to-do list ready so we can clean together.
Let me feel your love again, 'cause I've been running round in circles screaming out your name. Take me to a different place, just the two of us, and we can stay up all night, kissing under streetlights, doing what we want to.
Good morning, friends. I hope you guys are having a fabulous start to your day or evening, whatever time it is that you're watching. I have a lot of deep cleaning to do in today's video, and I actually got all of it done in one day, which typically, if you guys watch my videos, you'll see that a lot of times I have to break up my cleaning over lots of days of the week just because I run out of time all the time. But today I got it all done, which is crazy for me. So here we are, starting with my normal everyday routine. I get a load of laundry started, and then I make my bed and tidy up my room. Now you would think that with having this little routine that I would be on top of laundry, but you guys, this video actually was pretty much on top of laundry, but this past week, holy moly, I have had so much laundry. I think I folded like 5 loads of laundry yesterday, but I'm really good about getting it washed and dried. It's just that then they sit in the hamper to be folded for days at a time. But hey, at least the laundry's clean and we can always pull clothes out of the basket when we need them. All right, now that we've got laundry started, let's go ahead and make the bed and tidy up the bedroom. These are actually Gracie June's pajamas. Gracie June is my 9-year-old daughter, and she still, every single night, almost every single night, will come in our room in the middle of the night and jump in the bed with us, which I really don't mind because we still get good sleep with her in there. It's not like she's taking up a big part of the bed or anything. And I know that this won't last forever, and I'm going to miss being able to snuggle her. Now, if you have been here on my channel for a really long time, you will remember me sharing this tool from the beginning of when I started my YouTube channel. It's called the Hurricane Pet Fur Wizard. Not sure why my camera was going in and out of focus here, but that little tool is for getting any like pet hair or anything off of your bed. You can even use it to get lint off. But I used to use it all the time because we had a chocolate lab named Cooper, and he was the sweetest thing ever, but he actually passed away a year ago. And ever since then, I really haven't had to pull it out much because we didn't really have any like hair or anything to get off the bed. But recently, our cats have started coming in our bedroom sometimes during the day, and they might take naps. And so I've been having to pull it out, and I'm like, man, you know, I haven't missed the hair. But anyways, that little tool is awesome. So if you have cats or dogs and you want an easy way to get the hair off of your, upholstery or your bedding or anything, definitely check that out. It's linked in my Amazon storefront, and then I'll also link it below for you. This is another one of those cleaning tools that I just could not live without. It's my cordless vacuum. I use it almost every single day, especially in my bathroom right here when I brush my hair. I shed like crazy. So I use this all the time. So I'm just actually vacuuming up our room really quick now that we've got all the stuff picked up off the floor. But I love this little cordless vacuum. It makes it so easy for quick cleanup and just everyday cleanup without having to worry about a cord. Now, I will say I still recommend having a corded vacuum because when it comes to cleaning your rugs and things like that, I definitely think it's great for everyday cleaning. But if you want a good deep clean on your rug, then there's nothing like a corded vacuum, like the power of a corded vacuum. But I'll be sure to link all of my favorites down in the description box in case you're in the market for a good vacuum. Okay, now we're gonna go around and clean up all the messy areas that we have just thrown things around, and I'm gonna get everything put where it belongs. Now, a lot of the kids' stuff I'm actually just going to keep in this bag here, and then I have a couple of other bags that are sitting on the stairs, so that way when they get home, they can take their bags upstairs and go put all of their stuff away. And if you guys didn't see last week's video, you might be a little confused because this space looks so different. I actually got new furniture from Castlery. So we got 2 new couches and then this armchair, and I think they are so pretty, so comfy. And it's funny though because the cats really haven't been on the couches much. They haven't really liked the couches that much, and I got a few questions about that in the comments last week, like how are the cats liking the new couches? And it's funny because they really don't get on them very much. Now the little armchair though, Ozzy, our little black cat, she loves sleeping in the armchair, and I don't know what it is because I feel like the cushions are very similar material, so she likes that armchair though, and she's claimed that as her nap spot. All right, so now before we can get any deep cleaning done in the kitchen, I need to unload the dishwasher, and then I need to get these dishes out of the sink. So I'm gonna wash the dishes by hand, and then I'm actually gonna hand dry the dishes today and put them away because I want to deep clean the inside of my dishwasher. So of course it has to be empty in order for me to do that.
You by my side, let me feel your love again. Just the two of us.
Now I'm curious, have you guys started on your spring cleaning? I mean, I know it's almost summer. Goodness, June 21st will be summer. So let's get some spring cleaning done, shall we? I feel like I started way later this year, which maybe I didn't. I don't know. But if you are in need of a spring cleaning checklist, I do have one on my blog, which I don't hardly ever blog over there. I need to get better about that. But goodness, I feel like I share stuff all over the place on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. So the blog just pretty much takes a back seat, but I do love it for sharing printable PDFs. So on my blog, amydarley.com, there is a printable spring cleaning checklist for each room. So if you need a little checklist to kind of, get yourself organized, you can use that and of course use it as your checklist or even use it as inspiration for creating your own, whatever you want to do, but that is there for you in case you want to use it. So for spring cleaning so far, we have gotten the living room done, and then now we're on to the kitchen, which I feel like I got almost everything done on my spring cleaning checklist for the kitchen today, except for the oven, which I did plan on doing that one, but I knew that it would take a little bit of time, so I will definitely do that later. My oven really needs to be cleaned, so maybe that'll just be something that I'll have to do randomly as I'm getting the rest of my spring cleaning checklist done.
Kissing under street lights, doing what we want to, doing what we need to do, staying up all night, everything is alright. Oh, I wanna be with you, oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be the someone who can hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand how you make me feel. I got you in my head. Oh, I wanna be with you, I wanna be with you, I wanna be with you, be with you, be with
All right, we are ready to start some deep cleaning. Are you guys ready? Okay, I am taking out the bottom rack of my dishwasher just to make it a lot easier to get in and out of here and to clean. And then I am actually taking out the filter here. If you guys have never cleaned your filter, you might want to take it out and check it. The first time I ever did this, it was so disgusting. And you can see, I try to do this I usually do it every couple of months. You probably should do it every single month. But you can see it's probably been a few months since I've done this. And so I'm cleaning out the filter and then also this little guard thing here. And they're not too bad, but they definitely needed to be cleaned. So I'm just gonna throw them in some hot water with some dish soap, let them soak for a little bit while I clean out the inside of the dishwasher.
You don't think before you act. There's some
something really off about that. Can't you see the problem with just caring about yourself? Maybe you should try to do something for someone else. You gotta give a little, just to get a little. Gotta give a little, just to. There's something about you. You don't care about what.
Okay, I'm using Dawn Power Wash, and I'm just spraying down the inside of the dishwasher and just using a sponge to kind of get anything that was caked up on the sides off. You can't really tell on here on this angle, but there was some like food that was stuck on the side, some other little gunk. I don't even know what it was, but I'm just using this because it makes it super easy to get anything that's dried on. It makes it easy to get off. And then I just wiped everything back down. I started with paper towels, and then I was like, you know what? I'm wasting too many paper towels. So I pulled out a microfiber cloth and wiped down the rest of it with the microfiber cloth. Now I'm just going to wash these pieces really quickly with the hot soapy water and put them back into our dishwasher.
Gotta give a little, just a. There's something about you. You don't care about.
Now that I've got my pieces back in my dishwasher, I'm going to actually run a hot cleaning cycle on my dishwasher. So I'm going to first take some baking soda, just sprinkle it all on the bottom, and then I'm going to do a little bit of vinegar, so about a cup of vinegar, and just set this on the top rack. And then this is going to help clean the inside while my dishwasher is on the cleaning cycle. I'm also putting my bottom rack back in here so it can get cleaned at the same time.
You gotta give a little, just to get a little, or you'll never find success. If you don't give a little, just to get a little, no one's gonna hold you back.
Now, really quickly, I'm going to tidy up the breakfast area before I do even more cleaning. But it's so funny. This is like our little drop zone, and the kids keep their book bags over here, which, oh my goodness, I feel like Gracie June has like 10 different book bags. She got a book bag for, it was like a prize at their last cheerleading competition. And then she also has her regular cheer book bag, her school book bag. And then yesterday she actually got in the car when I picked her up from school in the pickup line, and she had her new cheer book bag for school cheer. So I'm like, what are we going to do with all these book bags? It's just crazy. But anyways, I tidied up that little area, and then I wanted to go ahead and clean out the dishwasher, or not the dishwasher. This is clearly not the dishwasher. This is the microwave. But I just used that same Dawn Power Wash to clean out the microwave, and then you're going to actually see me use it again to clean our stovetop a little bit later. This is just one of those products that it's such a great like degreaser and works really good on anything that is greasy or has food caked on. It just breaks it all down and just makes it easy to clean. So that's what I did here. And then I also cleaned the little tray for the dishwasher. Gosh, I keep saying dishwasher. Microwave. Cleaned the tray for the microwave, and then I'm sticking that back in here, and then I can check this off of my list too. Okay, so now that I've got the inside of my appliances cleaned, I'm going to actually start cleaning and doing some deep cleaning all over, but I'm going to start from top to bottom. And I do this because whenever you're dusting and everything, or you're cleaning, everything falls to the floor. So you don't want to clean your countertops before you dust, because the dust will obviously fall onto the floor. You don't want to clean your floors before you clean your countertops, because when you're cleaning your countertops, you're wiping crumbs onto the floor, that kind of thing. So I'm starting with dusting. I've got these extendable dusters. I showed these in last week's video. This is what I use to clean our really tall ceiling fan. So these are awesome. It comes in a 2-pack on Amazon, and they just extend pretty far. So I use them to clean the ceilings, well, not the ceilings, but you could use them to clean the ceilings, but I don't typically do that. But like the tops of your walls, all that kind of stuff. So I just went around, dusted the light fixtures, the top of the cabinets, and now I'm going to actually wash my cabinets using a little bit of Tide and some hot water in my O-Cedar spin mop. I started using my O-Cedar spin mop to clean my cabinets last year, and you guys, this is such a game changer. It not only saves your back and knees, so you don't have to like get on your knees and bend over to clean your bottom cabinets and baseboards, but it also, I can reach the top cabinets without having to stand up on top of the cabinets or anything, and it makes cleaning the cabinets so much faster. Before I was using my mop, I would actually just use a microfiber cloth and either a multi-surface spray, or I would do a tub of hot water and Dawn dish soap or Tide, whatever I wanted to use as the cleaner. And I would have to stand up on my cabinets and use my hand to get every single spot on my cabinets with the microfiber cloth, and it just wasn't easy and definitely took a lot longer. So using my O-Cedar spin mop actually isn't so bad, so it makes me want to actually clean my cabinets more often. So that's nice. Now I will say that you might have some spots with some caked on food or something like that, and you would probably still want to pull out your microfiber cloth and kind of spot clean those areas. But as far as getting your entire cabinets cleaned, I would definitely recommend this method. But if you use your mop, you definitely want to make sure that you wring it out really, really good. If you have the O-Cedar spin mop, spin it like 12 times. You literally want it just damp. You don't want it sopping wet, because then you're just going to have water dripping down your cabinets. And sometimes you might not actually wring it out all the way and you might have some water, but then just take your microfiber cloth and dry it up really quick. But I'm telling you guys, this is such an easy way to clean your cabinet, save so much time and energy. Now y'all will have to let me know if you've tried cleaning it like this, or if you decide to try doing it, and what you guys think of it.
You gotta give me something back. You don't think before you act, something really off about that. Give me something back. There's something about you. You don't care about what you do.
Okay, so now that I have dusted, I've cleaned my cabinets, I'm actually going to go ahead and clean off my stovetop. It's not too bad, but you can see I've got a little bit of crumbs or something, all over the stove. So first I'm going to vacuum it up, and then I'm going to use the same Dawn Power Wash just to wash down the top with a wet sponge, and then I'll dry it all up with a microfiber cloth. So as you can see, I love me some Dawn Power Wash. Ever since they came out with this stuff, I have just been using it nonstop, and it's one of those cleaning products that I probably could not live without. But I'm curious, do you guys use Dawn Power Wash, or do you have another product that you just are obsessed with and you couldn't live without? All right, now it is time to wipe off the countertops, and I'm using a Grove Co. cleaner. So this is one of those concentrate cleaners. You just basically fill it up with water, fill up your glass bottle or whatever bottle you have with water, and then you put in the concentrate for the multi-purpose cleaner. And so right now I'm just using this to wipe down the counters and also our backsplash, because I always forget to wipe down our backsplash. I don't know why I forget about this area, but I do. And that's okay, because guess what? It's getting clean today.
Nobody told me to settle down. They there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like, about you I like.
Okay, so while I'm over here cleaning the coffee area, I thought I would tell you guys about the strangest thing that has happened. About 2 months ago, you guys know I love coffee. Like, I pretty much drank it every single day. Most of the time I drank hot coffee just because that was what was the easiest thing to make at home. And then also, for some reason, I can never make a cold coffee like Starbucks, and it's just never good at home for me. Even using the cold brew, I used to use that all the time, and it just wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't the same as Starbucks. But a couple of months ago, I started, like, every single morning, I was just kind of like, ugh, like, I just did not feel like having coffee. I don't know what it is. So for 2 months now, at least 2 months, I have not been drinking coffee. I have gone by Starbucks a handful of times to get an iced coffee from there, just randomly. But y'all, it's so weird. I don't want coffee anymore, and I haven't been drinking it for so long now. I don't know. It's crazy. Has that ever happened to y'all? So in the mornings, I've just basically been drinking water, and then sometimes I will drink like an Alani if I just really need some energy. We also had some Red Bulls in there, which we would use for, like, Chance likes to have them for baseball tournaments sometimes if we're going to be there all day. So every now and then I'll drink a Red Bull too, but I don't know what it is, but I haven't been wanting coffee. Okay, so while I was telling you about my coffee story, I actually cleaned out the little the stopper for the garbage disposal. If you haven't cleaned that out before and yours comes out, I highly recommend pulling it out and cleaning it. The first time I ever did this, it was so disgusting. I literally gagged. It was so gross. But now I clean it very often, so it hardly ever gets very dirty, but it definitely needed cleaning just because I like to do this once every couple of weeks or once a month. This is something that I got so grossed out over that I was like, I have to clean this way more often. And so, but I know a lot of the stoppers don't actually come out of the sink. They're screwed in. So you might just want to take like a brush, or I even have that Rubbermaid scrubbing tool that I stick down inside of there just to kind of clean out what I can. And speaking of that Rubbermaid scrubbing tool, that thing is awesome too. I highly recommend it for cleaning around the house. You can use it to clean so many things and clean in little spaces that are hard to kind of scrub with like a sponge. So I definitely recommend that, and I'll have it linked below. But really quickly, I am just wiping down my wood countertop, and for this, I'm still using the good old trusty Method wood cleaner. This stuff smells amazing, and it works really good too. So now I'm going to move on to the stainless steel appliances, and for this, I'm using the Sprayway stainless steel cleaner.
If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town, but there's something about you.
Now you'll notice I am using the same microfiber cloth to clean off my trash can really quick. I'm just using the excess Sprayway cleaner that's on there, and I'm cleaning the trash can last because now I'm going to take the microfiber cloth and actually put it in the wash, like in the dirty clothes. So I definitely recommend not using the same microfiber cloth if you're going to clean your trash can first, but if you're going to clean it last, then it's going in the wash after that, so it's fine. All right, so now I'm pulling out my same cordless vacuum, and I'm going to do a quick vacuum in here, and then I'm going to actually use the same water that I used to clean the cabinets. Oh, my kitty cat is coming in here talking to me. I don't know if you could hear her. But I'm going to use the same water to clean my floors. You can actually use a little bit of Tide and hot water to clean your floors too. And so that's what I'm going to use. And it smells so good, you guys. My kids are always so funny because when I clean, they come home and they're like, oh my goodness, it smells so good in here. And of course, usually I use Pine Sol, but since I use the Tide on my cabinets, then I'm just going to use the same water here and do my floors. Now, I'm not doing all of the wood floors in the downstairs because I will definitely do that later in the week. But since I did the deep cleaning in this area, I definitely wanted to clean my floors too because one, I've now got dust all over the floors. And also when I use the Sprayway stainless steel cleaner, I noticed that sometimes, like if I spray it, sometimes it'll get on the floor and it'll get kind of slick. So I just figured, why not go ahead and clean the floors in this area that I've been cleaning anyways.
I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious.
Okay, so coming back over to the breakfast area, this is actually later in the day. You can see my daughter's home because her book bag is over there in the corner. That's her school book bag. But you remember earlier, I actually did some dusting, and so I'm going to really quickly wipe down the table, and then I will vacuum in this area and mop as well. Now, another thing I still need to do, which I guess I completely forgot to do it in this video, is wipe down our hutch. And I did do this recently, so maybe that's why I just skipped over it, but I do need to wipe that down. And then I also still need to do all of our shutters and our mirrors, but I'm going to do all of the downstairs. I decided this year I'm going to do all the mirrors and shutters at the same time. So that'll all be done in one day.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs.
Okay, the kitchen is all clean. It feels so good to have all of that done. And now really quickly, I'm going over to my dining room because this is just where I always open all my packages, and I'm gonna actually kind of put this stuff into the office, which is a disaster right now, and I actually need to clean that up, but that's for another day. But I got all of these organization items because I have a few little decluttering and organizing projects coming up. So be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed so you don't miss any of those upcoming videos, any more of the spring cleaning, deep cleaning. Y'all let me know, what do you want to see me clean next? Which room are you in desperate need of some motivation for? And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up before you leave. And also, if you are new here, I would love for you guys to introduce yourself down in the comments so that way we can get to know you. I hope y'all have an amazing week, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.
I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind. I will keep on holding my head high.
Hey y'all, I'm Amy Darley, a busy mama of 2 kiddos, just sharing my everyday tasks over here on YouTube. In today's video, I have lots of cleaning, decluttering, and organizing to do, plus I'm making a few projects with my Cricut. As you saw, my house is a total disaster, especially the playroom. So I've got tons of cleaning motivation to help you tackle all those to-do list items on your list today. So let's get some cleaning done, y'all. Good morning or afternoon, whatever time it is that you are watching. You guys know the drill. We are starting with tidying up first, so we got to get that bed made. I'm still in my pajamas here, and I'm actually about to change. But the beginning of this video, I did a super sped up version of tidying up the entire downstairs and just kind of getting the entire downstairs back in order before I move upstairs for all the cleaning. And the reason it's so sped up is because I did so much that this video would have been like 3 hours long if I didn't speed it up so much. But here's just a quick look at what we're working with. The downstairs wasn't too much of a disaster, and I'm showing you my new Atlanta Braves shirt that I got for me and Gracie June, which I also ordered the other day. Do you guys ever get sucked into those like Facebook boutiques? I don't even know which one it was, but I found an Atlanta Braves headband that is so cute. So I ordered those for me and Gracie June too, because we're going to a Braves game later, I think in July. Which, by the way, if you're new here, hey, I'm Amy. Gracie June is my 9-year-old daughter. She's actually going to be 10 in July. And then I also have an 11-year-old son named Kason, and he's going to be 12 in June. So both of my babies were summer babies, and they have birthdays coming up. And then my wonderful husband, Chance, you're going to see him pop in and out of this video a little bit. He actually helps me behind the scenes every now and then if he doesn't have anything else going on. And so I needed his muscles today. But anyways, that's my little family, and I am so glad that you're here, whether you're new or you've been watching for a very long time. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you are new, then be sure to subscribe and also say hey down in the comments, introduce yourself, and let us know where you're from.
I was looking like a fool when I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure by myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next.
All right, you guys, the entire downstairs is tidied up, so we're gonna run upstairs and let me show you the disaster of a playroom that we have going on in here. All right, so let's turn the light on. Holy moly. You can't really see this side as well, but y'all, this is my craft area that needs to be cleaned up. I'll turn that light on in just a second so you can see even better, but I don't know what the kids were doing in here, but apparently they made some forts or something. And there's stuff everywhere. And that was their little sleeping spot. But anyways, I'm going to clean this up. And hopefully it doesn't take me too long because I have a lot to do. Okay, I want to do a little explaining because I know I will get comments. So my kids actually made this mess by themselves, just the two of them. Usually this doesn't happen unless they have friends over, but they didn't have any sports after school the day before this, and they were playing and they were doing all kinds of things upstairs apparently and having fun, making a mess. Well, by bedtime, when I went upstairs, I was like, oh my gosh, this place is a disaster. So I told them they were going to clean it up after school, but obviously I needed to get in here and clean anyways. So here I am cleaning up their mess, and yes, they're going to thank me for it later. But don't worry, they do clean up after themselves typically. That's why you don't see me cleaning up in the playroom very often, is because they do usually clean up their own mess. But you know what? It gave me a little content today. I was having to clean up and organize in my craft area anyways. And I also wanted to clean the furniture, like do a little bit of dusting and stuff in here. So here we are. I'm cleaning up after my almost 12-year-old and almost 10-year-old. So the mess that my kids made was bad, but y'all, this is all my mess right here. I've just been piling things up. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I had planned on doing projects with. It's all sitting out. I have just made a huge mess over here. Also, I went through the kids' books several months ago, pulled them in here into the playroom when I pulled them out of their bedrooms. And I just have so many books that I need to actually go through them. So this stash right here, this is all books that I need to go through and decide whether I'm going to keep or not. And then I also have this little stash of books over here. It's a little bit smaller, but these are the ones that I'm definitely keeping. And then I also have another section of books that are just like chapter books and older kid books right here. And so I'm going to go through all of these, and I decided I'm only going to keep 2 bins of books, 1 for each kid, and then the rest of them I'm going to give away to a teacher or just donate. But I'm going to put these to the side for right now so I can go ahead and clean up the craft area first. And then later in the video, I will go through all of the books and start decluttering. So in the craft area, I'm first of all starting with just getting everything cleaned out of here. So some of the stuff I'm decluttering and I'm going to donate. Some things got trashed because they were broken or they were just trash. And then some things just needed to be put back in their spot throughout the house. There was a lot of stuff that belonged in Gracie June's room, so that got put away. And then, you guys, I had so much stuff that I had brought up here when I first redid this area and made it into my craft space. I had a bunch of stuff that I still haven't used in like years. So I decided to get rid of a lot of that stuff, but it feels so good to have this area cleaned out. Also, for this space, I ended up getting another one of those Elfa drawers, the ones from the Container Store that I've been using in all of our closets because I love them so much. I actually had an extra one. I was going to use it in Gracie June's closet, but I didn't need it. So I'm using it here in the playroom, and I'm going to use it to store all of those extra little gift items that I've picked up that I can personalize for gifts and things like that. I have a bunch of like makeup bags and all kinds of things. So I'm going to store that stuff here in these drawers. That way I don't have to have all the clothes and extra little things sitting all over the place. And then while I was at it, since I had all the time in the world apparently, I decided to go through these drawers right here. These are actually Gracie June's craft drawers, the majority of them. The bottom 2 are not, but the rest of them are. And so she's got little crafts in these. She's got a bunch of paint that she can use, bracelet making kits, stickers, all kinds of stuff. So these are her drawers. I just kind of reorganized them for her. And then the bottom 2 drawers are mine, and they just have like scraps of vinyl, regular vinyl, and then also heat transfer vinyl. So here you can see I have a whole bunch of blank t-shirts for projects, blank makeup bags, and then I also have extra school supplies, so I'll put that down in the bottom. And then this is a whole bunch of like ribbon and wrapping paper, like gift wrapping stuff. So I decided to keep all of that stuff in here as well. Okay, let's do a few projects with my Cricut. All right, so I've got the craft area all organized, but this is Gracie June's little lap desk, like carrier art kit type thing. So you can put whatever you want in here, but she's got these little drawing books. So it shows you how to draw certain things. So she got this one, and then she's got this one. She also has this little book. It's a gel pen coloring book type thing. She's got all of her gel pens in here, a pencil for sketching, and then this is an eraser that she put in there. But this is perfect if you have a kid that's crafty. So you can actually like throw everything in here, and we could throw some markers in here too if we wanted to. But this is great for on the go, in the car, or even like if she wanted to use it while she was sitting on the couch to color, she could pull it out and then use this as the top. But I think I'm going to put her name on here really quick just to spruce it up a little bit. And then I'm also going to make some teacher gifts, which I found this really cute design and thought it would be good on either a t-shirt, or I found some blank koozies on Amazon. So I ended up ordering a pack of them because I was like, ooh, I can make these for little gifts for teachers or for my friends, whatever. Mother's Day, all kinds of different things. So I'm going to put this on a koozie for Gracie June's teacher. I'm actually doing a little bag of all kinds of like summer stuff, and I thought a koozie would be perfect for that. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm also going to make a bag tag in just a little bit for her using my Cricut as well. So how I found this little design is if you were to go to images. So right here you've got images. You can also do projects, but if I go to images, I'll be able to search up any image. And here you can see I put in beach teacher. You could put in, I think I put in summer teacher. And look at these cute designs. Beaching, not teaching. Goodbye lesson plan. Hello summer. So they have all kinds of really cute designs. Let's just say you were looking for a cute design for July 4th. I know that's like another big holiday that's coming up. Look at this. So look at all these cute designs. Ooh. Look at all these cute designs for July 4th. Like, oh, this would be a cute shirt. That would be a cute shirt. Or even a koozie. I can make some koozies for July 4th if I wanted to. And then, or I could even go to projects, and you can see all these different projects that have been saved, and it'll tell you exactly how to make the project. So you go, let's just go up here and let's put in July 4th again. Okay, so here are all the 4th of July projects that come up. There are so many cute ideas, and you could totally do some of these as crafts with your kids over the summer if you like doing stuff like that. Look at these 4th of July lanterns. That would be a fun one. A little 4th of July banner if you were hosting a party. Just all kinds of DIY stuff that you would pay a whole lot more for if you were to buy on Amazon or Etsy. But you can actually make it at home for way less using a Cricut machine. So those are some of the projects. But like I said, here I am just using my image. Alright, so this is the image that I'm going to be using for my koozie today, and then I'm just going to like resize it. But look, everything is already laid out for me, and all I have to do is make it. The only thing is this is probably set to vinyl, so I will probably, since I'm going to heat transfer it, I'm going to have to mirror the image, just because whenever you're doing heat transfer vinyl, you have to mirror that image to get it on there the right way. So as you can tell, I absolutely love my Cricut machine. I do so many different projects, and if you've been here, you've seen me do a bazillion different projects over the years with these machines. The one I'm using today is the Cricut Maker, and it's awesome because you can cut tons of different materials from vinyl to cardstock, even chipboard. This thing is awesome. So I definitely recommend it if you like to do a wide range of projects. But I also have the Cricut Joy machine, which is a lot smaller, and it's perfect for like labels or making your own cards for special occasions, that kind of thing. It's great. Now this project here did not take me long at all. It's very basic. I am only cutting out her name, and so it was really, really simple to do. So first I'm putting my vinyl on. This is my permanent vinyl, and then I'm going to load it into my machine, and then I'm going to click Make Project, and then it's going to ask me what material I'm using. I click vinyl, and then I'm going to get started, and it's going to cut it out for me. And since I'm just doing her name, it took no time at all. Cut it out, and then I'm going to unload the mat. Then I will just cut around her name and pull the vinyl back, and I have pretty much a little sticker that is able to go on the front of her lap desk.
With a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you.
Now here I'm just using the Cricut transfer tape, and you just put it on top. Make sure you use a little scraper tool, or you could even use a credit card, whatever you have on hand. And this is just going to transfer it over to the transfer tape. And now I've got my sticker ready to place right there on the middle. I just kind of eyeball things. You can be a perfectionist if you want to, and you can measure and do all of that, but I hardly ever do that. So now I'm just using that same scraper tool and I'm transferring my sticker onto the lap desk. So like I said, this is a very basic project. Beginners can do this. It would be such a cute little gift for any of the girls. So actually I'm thinking about buying a bunch of these and using them as gifts for all of Gracie June's friends because they're all very artsy and love to do crafts and things too. So I think this would be a great gift idea. Okay, now I'm moving on to teacher gifts, and I got all of these little koozies, also these little keychains off of Amazon, and they came in like a bulk set. So I'm going to be able to use these for gifts and things too, which I'm really excited about. So the first thing I did was I picked out a paint color for my keychain, and I just took the little peeling off, actually used my weeding tool from my Cricut to peel off these little sticker things that are on the front. And then I just painted on a little swatch of paint, and then I was not really happy with it, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So I will end up changing gears a little bit, but this is what I love about projects like this is they don't have to be perfect, and you can usually find a solution if you're not happy. Okay, so I attempted to do it with this acrylic paint, and this is what it looks like, which is not the look that I was going for. So then I thought, well, you know what, let's make it with vinyl. So I went over here in Cricut Design Space, and under Images, I searched Paint Splotch, which, look at this. I scrolled down, and this is exactly what I'm looking for, is these little paint splotches. And they have different ones, so I could do different designs if I wanted to. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add this one, add to canvas. And then, let's see. So I could do a few different ones. Is that the same? No. Okay. So there's another one. Add to canvas. So here you can see I've got paint splotches, and all I have to do is just cut it out with my Cricut instead of painting it on here and waiting for it to dry. So that's what I'm going to do really quick. So I am so thankful that Cricut Studio has so many different images and projects and things to choose from, because this also makes doing these little projects so much quicker because I don't have to actually design all this stuff by myself, where a long time ago I felt like I was always trying to come up with my own designs, and now I'm kind of lazy and I just use Cricut Design Space to find different projects, cute designs, and then I just create them. So this was another really easy basic project. I did have to cut out a bunch of different colors, but you don't have to do this. If you wanted to use the same color for all of your little paint splotches, you could totally do that. I just decided while I was making the one for the teacher, I was going to go ahead and put some stickers on a bunch of the other ones. That way I have them ready for gifts for later, and then all I have to do is cut out the person's name, or I could even use these as like a little gift tag if I wanted to on a birthday gift, and it would just put a little personalized touch on it. So I cut out my little paint splotches first with my Cricut, and this was really easy because I didn't even have to use transfer tape. Now it probably would go on a little bit better if you used transfer tape and wouldn't bubble up, but this was simple. I did this, and then I ended up cutting out her teacher's name. And I did use transfer tape for her teacher's name, but I just placed it right there in the center of the little paint splotch, and it turned out really cute. So here are all the colors that I decided to do. I really like the purple one. That's probably my favorite paint splotch, but I wanted to use pink for her teacher. And then I just put her name, and I ended up resizing it, making sure it was going to fit on my little paint splotch. And then I cut it out in white vinyl and used some transfer paper and stuck it right onto the little keychain. Now, I also wanted to say really quickly, if you need links to anything, I will make sure to link my Cricut Maker, my Joy Machine, and all of the materials that I used for today's projects, as well as any of my other favorite Cricut materials and things to use. So check out the description box for all those links.
You made me fall without saying a sentence.
broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess.
Okay, here's a look with the tassel on. Isn't it so cute? Oh my gosh, I just love it, and I just think it's going to be so much fun to give these out with any gifts that I make. Okay, so this next project took me a lot longer, and that's because I had so many different colors to cut out. They were very small, so the actual cutting process didn't take very long, but I made sure, because I'm using heat transfer vinyl, I mirror the image here because you want it backwards, because when you go to put it on, you're not using transfer tape, okay? So I went ahead and I'm just using some scraps since everything that I was cutting out was very little. I'm using some of my Cricut heat transfer vinyl scraps down here. And I'm just going to cut out one color at a time, and then I'm going to weed it, which is just like peeling off the excess heat transfer vinyl so that I'm just left with the words or whatever the actual design is.
That something that you do to me is chemical. I know it is illogical. Something that you do to me. I'm the one with the broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you.
So now that I've cut out all my vinyl and weeded everything, I have my design ready. I'm ready to transfer it over onto my koozie. So I'm actually using a heat press. It's the Cricut brand, and it's awesome. And then I have my little mat here, and this also took me a very long time just because every single piece was a different color. And so I had to transfer it with my heat press separately for every single color. So basically, I put my design on the koozie, and then I use a little Teflon sheet to have a little barrier between the heat press and the koozie. And then I put the heat press on top and let it do its countdown. The first one, I did let it count down all the way to 0 from 45 seconds. But after that, I let it only count down to about 10 to 15 seconds. It didn't need nearly as long as I thought it did. And then I just went through and did every single section. So for this particular design, I wouldn't say it was necessarily beginner just because there were so many layers. But if I had taken the word beachin and made it into one color instead of a bunch of different colors, it definitely could have been more of a beginner project because you wouldn't have so many layers and it wouldn't take nearly as long. But I think it turned out so cute, and I'm glad I did all the different colors. Okay, so while I have my Cricut out, I wanted to go ahead and cut out some labels. And once again, I'm being lazy, and I searched projects and medicine cabinet organization, and look, they already had these little basic labels that I could cut out, and I didn't have to do anything myself. And yes, they are basic, but guess what? I didn't have to type them in or even think about what labels I wanted. I just used their project and made them all black because I just want black labels. So I'm loading my vinyl onto my mat and I'm going to cut these out. This was super quick and easy, probably the most basic beginner project out there. And I have had the medicine cabinet on my list of things to do for so long now. And I just had to get it done. While I had my Cricut out, I was like, you know what? This is my excuse to get this done, get this checked off of my list. I'm going to go ahead and knock this out. So you'll see my medicine cabinet in just a few minutes, but it's a disaster. And it feels so good to have it decluttered and organized and checked off of my list. So here are my labels. Cut them all out, weeded everything, and then I just cut them out separately. And take a look at my disaster of a medicine cabinet. we literally have things falling out of the cabinet because it is so packed. So the first thing I'm doing is I pulled everything out of the cabinets, just laid them on the countertop, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray down these cabinets because who knows when the last time it was that I actually cleaned these particular cabinets out, because like I said, this project has been overwhelming me every time I think about doing it. But you know what? I bit the bullet and I got it done. Y'all will have to let me know if you have any projects like that have been on your to-do list forever just because you're just so overwhelmed with getting started and you just don't know where to start. That's kind of how I felt with this cabinet, but here I am getting it done. So I actually bought these little baskets off of Amazon, and I didn't measure, of course, because I never measure anything. And they were too long. So now I'm using these little baskets that I pulled out of my other cabinet that had other things in it, and I just kind of traded them out. And so I'm going to use those because those work perfectly and I can actually stack them too. Now I'm going through all of the medicine that we have and I'm getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and then I'm keeping what we need. And it's funny because I swear we had like 6 bottles of children's Tylenol. And I think it's because we can never find it because it's shoved at the back of our medicine cabinet. So we go buy more thinking we don't have any. Now we have a ton, and it should last us a long time because my kids, knock on wood, don't get sick very often. And I don't even remember the last time they've had to have Tylenol, but it's okay. We're going to know where it's at now. So I'm using these little labels, and luckily they actually worked on this one too because I had measured them to the other containers that I had, but these fit perfect. So that worked out. One good thing out of this whole project. So I'm just putting these on as I go, and I have a few bins that don't have a whole lot of stuff so they can like lay flat in the little bins, and then the other ones have bigger bottles or a lot more of them, so I have them standing up and I'm going to stack those on top of the other ones. Now, I also got this little Lazy Susan off of Amazon. It came in a pack of 4, and I'm going to use 2 of them here in the medicine cabinet. This one is going to go on the bottom shelf, and this is for all of our items that we reach for on a daily basis. So it's got like all of our vitamins in there, also allergy medicines. And then on the next shelf up is where I'm putting all of the smaller containers. We've got stomach pain medicine, children's medicine, cold and flu, and then anything like aches and pains. So all of our Tylenol, ibuprofen, that kind of stuff. The second Lazy Susan I'm using for all of our first aid stuff. And here you can see we've stacked up on this too. I don't know why we have so much of this stuff. And then I also have this little blue first aid kit, not the cutest thing in the world, but guess what? It's functional, it works, and it's a first aid kit, so it doesn't have to be pretty. So I'm going to put all of these on the next shelf up, and I figured all this stuff is fine on this third shelf. We can still kind of reach it, but it's not stuff that we reach for as often. Our kids don't get scraped up too much, thankfully. And then y'all are going to think I'm so dumb, but here we go. I was trying to put all of our bandages and stuff in this little container, and I did not measure, and it doesn't fit. So I trade it to another container. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I'm so dumb.
Did you
I
measure
should
it?
have checked the thing before
Did you
I
measure
put
it?
it up here.
Did you measure it?
Did not. Oh. Then I go pick another container, and before filling it, I measure. This one fits. All right. So take my advice when I say the eyeball, like eyeing it method, does not always work out in your favor. If it didn't work the first time, you might want to measure it the second time so you're not having to do it for a third time, like me. But basically, this worked, and now I'm taking my little vinyl label that says first aid kit, and I'm putting it on this new little bin here, and it also worked perfectly. But in this one, I have all of our bandages and wraps and things like that. We hardly ever pull this stuff out, so it's perfectly fine being on the very top. But guys, look at my medicine cabinet now. I love a good transformation, and this seriously makes me so happy. We're going to know where everything is. Everything's labeled. You know, we're going to be able to find things so much easier. I just love it.
You got me begging, pretty please. I'm so hung up on you. I couldn't tell you what it feels like, but I sure think you do. Where do you go when your glass ends up empty? Oh, I wanna know. Won't you let me know? Where do you hide when you leave me wasted?
And I have a whole trash bag full of medicine and also boxes, because I did pull out a lot of the medicines that were in boxes and all the bandages that were in boxes. I pulled a lot of those out. So I got rid of a ton of stuff. And now we're back upstairs because I'm not done cleaning yet. So I need to finish picking up the mess in here. At least the craft area is already clean. It looks so nice. But I'm going to finish cleaning up all the mess in here. And then I'm going through these books really quick, which I have it on super sped up mode. So I'm going to look like I did it in like 2 seconds, but it took me way longer than that. And then I also have these little art projects that Gracie June has done. Apparently she really loves horses and unicorns. And so instead of leaving them out on top of my craft table, I decided to put them up here in our little display cabinet, and they look cute and she can add to it if she wants to. Okay, let's go through these books. Now, I thought this was going to take me a lot longer than it did, just because I am so sentimental when it comes to books. It's like one of the things I really want to hold on to, and I just have so many memories of all these different books and reading them with my kids, and also just the fact that I have a bunch of books that I have from my childhood, and I love getting to read them with my kids, and I think that they would love that too when they get older. But it's also really nice to be able to give these books away and know that other kids are going to get to read these with either their parents or with their teacher or with their friends in their classrooms. So I did end up getting rid of so many books, and I only had one bin full that I ended up keeping, which I am going to split into 2 separate bins later for each of the kids. Okay, I very quickly went through all these books, and I have narrowed it down. I'm so proud of myself. So I've narrowed it down to, we're going to keep these, we're going to keep this little stash, and this little stash. So all of the books that are in this bin here are going to be donated. Yay, making some progress. Now, while I'm doing the dusting in here, I'm using the sprayway here on the glass, and then I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray just to wipe down all of the cabinets and on top of the TV center and all that kind of stuff. And then I also am going to spray some sprayway onto my microfiber cloth and then wipe down the TV. While I'm doing this, Chance actually came up here to help me because I asked him to take that big black bin full of books down so that I could put it in my car. And he started picking up the other ones too. He brought in another bin for me, but I was so grateful to use his muscles and to not have to take all those books downstairs by myself.
We're only lovers when we count down. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop, babe. Just keep on dancing like we're night bound. Lovers on the clock. I'll be ready when we go down.
Okay, moving on to the windows, I'm just using that same sprayway cleaner. And after I do this, I'm going to vacuum really quick. And then I'm going to show you all the drawers in my craft area in case you're interested. And then I'm going to put the little teacher gift together and show you the finished gift.
We spend the night on bubble bath.
So this is exactly why I don't like corded vacuums. But they work so much better on carpet. I've never found a cordless vacuum that works as well on carpet as a corded vacuum. And I do love this one. I will say my Shark Uplight, rest in peace. It was my favorite vacuum ever. But it is donezo, and this is all I have now. And I do like it a lot. I just really like my Shark Uplight better because it was so much lighter and easier to use. And I feel like it picked up more, but this one is a great vacuum and it's not very expensive. So I will make sure to link it in case you're looking for one. But Sharks are always great too. So I haven't tried a new version like the Shark that I did have. So maybe that'll be my next purchase. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, my playroom is all clean. The craft area is all clean. And I'm going to show you the drawers in my craft area in case you want to see what all I keep in them. So over here, I've got my heat press, that little blue machine. That's my Cricut Joy. It's amazing. And then in these little baskets, I have the cords to them. I also have hot glue guns, all my craft stuff. I have a bunch of permanent markers in this one. This is all fabric, and I can actually cut and use that with my Cricut too. I just need to find some projects to do. And all this stuff is like party stuff, except for the yarn. I need to move that over into the little basket with all of my gift wrap stuff. And then here's my new drawer organizer. This top one is empty. I'm sure that it'll be full soon. And then this is all the stuff that I have that I can use for gifts or personalized t-shirts, that kind of stuff. This is all my gift wrapping items and yarn and things like that. And then this bottom one is just extra school supplies, which this is a great place to keep it since my kids are always needing more school supplies. And then over here, this is where I keep all of my vinyl. So the top two drawers are just regular, permanent, regular vinyl. And then I also have some vinyl for my Cricut Joy there. And then the next two drawers are both for heat transfer vinyl. So I've got lots of that, all kinds of different colors and materials and stuff. And then this drawer is packed full, but it's got some more heat transfer vinyl. And then it's also got the transfer tape right there, and then a cutting tool. And then these are more like water bottles and different things that I can actually put vinyl on and personalize if I want to. Like I told you guys earlier, this is all Gracie June's stuff except for the bottom two drawers, which she could use if she wanted to make projects too. But now I'm going to put together the little beach bag. I got this cute beach bag. I get the same ones every single year from Walmart. They're only $7.98, and I swear they're bigger this year. Love it. I got some sunscreen, a little beach towel, a Home Goods gift card. I would just make sure to get whatever your teacher loves. And then I have the little koozie here that I made earlier with my Cricut. Definitely so cute. And then also the little keychain, which I'm going to hang off the bag. Now, I know some of your kids may already be out of school for summer, so maybe this doesn't help you, but it could help for a beginning of the school year gift, or even like a summer, if you have someone that has a summer birthday, this is a fun gift to give. Hopefully it was helpful and you had fun just watching me make it. All right, so that is going to be it for today's video. I did have a recipe filmed, but this video is already so long. A lot of you asked for that Buffalo Wild Wings penne chicken pasta recipe, so I did film it. I will put it in next week's video so that way you guys can see how to make it, but it's also viral on TikTok if you want to go search there. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and say hey in the comments. Love you guys so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. I'm Amy Darley, a stay-at-home mom of 2, and I'm here to bring you tons of cleaning motivation and more. In today's video, I'm going to be tackling indoor and outdoor cleaning. I'll share a grocery haul and a super simple crock pot recipe. It's one of our family's go-to recipes, and we love it so much. So come join me as I get my to-do list checked off. Hopefully you can get yours checked off with me. and feel like you're hanging out with a friend while you do it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new.
What if I'm no good for you? What if
Okay, so I got lots of cleaning done for today's video, but it was actually filmed over several days. So on this day, we already had our porch cleared off because it had just gotten pressure washed. We didn't film that part, but I had my furniture off the porch. So before I put it back on there, I decided to go ahead and wipe it down. So for the front porch furniture, I'm just using this wood cleaner to wipe off our rocking chairs, and then for all of our back porch furniture, you're going to see that in just a little bit. Chance pulled out our pressure washer and he pressure washed all of the furniture as well as the cushions. So for our front porch, we have 4 of these same rocking chairs. I got them from Home Depot. I don't know, I have a link, so I'll link them in case you're interested, but I have had these for several years now. And we have 4 total. I only cleaned 2 of them on camera. I cleaned the other 2 off camera because I figured you're watching the same thing over and over. But for our front porch, I remember when we first built our house, I used to want like so many things on our front porch. But now, especially because everything gets so dirty so quickly, I love having just a simplified front porch. So we have 4 little rocking chairs. We have our front porch swing. And then we do have a little table that goes between these 2 rocking chairs. I forgot to put that on camera, but we keep it super simple. And then even by our front door, which those are actually faux ferns, by the way, they're not real. I got them off of Amazon. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you might have seen me put those together, but they're faux ferns. They look real. They last all year long. Well, longer than all year long, but they last for a really long time and I don't have to keep them alive. So it's awesome. And now we're in our back porch, and here you can see we have all the furniture out in the yard. The back porch was also sprayed down and pressure washed, but now we're using the pressure washer to clean off all of the furniture. This is the front rug that goes at the front door. While we had the pressure washer out, we decided to go ahead and clean this off, and then we'll spray the furniture and the cushions. And watching him clean these cushions was actually very satisfying because some parts you can see the dirt just slowly coming off and it looks really cool. So hopefully you guys enjoy that part. And after we got done doing all the cushions and the furniture and everything, we did end up letting it sit for a day outside because we were doing this in the afternoon, and so we needed to let it dry off before putting it back on the back porch. So that's what we did. We just let it sit for like 24 hours, and then the next morning we did end up moving it back onto the back porch. And this pressure washer that Chance is using is awesome, by the way. It is an electric pressure washer. So we used to have a gas powered one and it was great, but once it was done, it had like a leak or something. We couldn't use it anymore. So I found one on Amazon, and Chance loves this one. We use it for all kinds of different things, like spraying down the house, spraying down the porches, spraying down the vehicles, also cleaning white baseball pants. I know you guys have probably seen me share that before, but that's exactly how we get Kaysen's white baseball pants to stay white, is we pressure wash them as soon as we get home or the next day or something. But we love this pressure washer, and I feel like you can use it for so many different things. So I'll make sure to link the one that we have.
for me, yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me, yeah. Sometimes when I'm reasoning about us, I know you got me, it's so effortless. Back to back we would carry on, and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight. This time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah.
Now, we did not end up pressure washing our rug, which we're about to put back in here in the back porch, but we probably should have. Usually we do this, but it really wasn't as dirty as it usually gets. But you could also pressure wash. You could spray it down with, you know, some soap, kind of scrub it a little bit, pressure wash it off, and let it dry out in the sun. But we didn't do that this time. Okay, so now it's the next day, and we are just putting the furniture back in on the back porch, and that's basically all that I got done this day. I didn't really get a whole lot of cleaning done. It was actually a Saturday, and we were headed to baseball, so we wanted to go ahead and get the furniture on the back porch before we left those. So I pulled out the camera and wanted to show you guys what it looks like when it gets all set back up in here. But later in the video, I'm gonna actually come back out here and finish cleaning. I didn't get all the cleaning done. We have like a few shelves and our little refrigerator and all of that out here. So all of that needed to be wiped down. There were spider webs everywhere. It just really needed a good cleaning. So I'll be back out here later in the video to finish cleaning and show you like the whole back porch after it's all cleaned. And I was laughing because as I was putting these pillows back on the couch, Chance was having to tell me how they go, and I was like, man, this is like Tetris. And we do have a little bit of furniture over there on the right side. That's the door that leads out from our bedroom to the back porch. So Chance is just putting that back up there. He did pressure wash that too. We just didn't show it because it was all the way on the other side of the house. But so now I'm just putting the last little cushions back on the couch, and Chance is throwing them at me so I can do that quicker and we can get going. But that is basically all I got done on this day. So we're going to jump into another day of cleaning. Okay, so this was actually first thing in the morning. This was right after the kids got off to school. I'm just making my bed really quickly. This is typically what I do every single morning is I'll make up my bed and then I start a load of laundry, which I forgot to start on this day. I ended up starting it a little bit later, but you'll see. But then I tidy up around the house, and then I can get started on the rest of my to-do list. So some days are cleaning days, especially if I'm filming. I try to get that done in the morning before the kids get out of school, because after that, we're running around like crazy people from one sport to another. And then other days it's video editing or grocery shopping, meal prepping, all of that kind of stuff. Whatever else is on my to-do list for the day, I feel like I can start tackling at that point. Okay, look how cute this stuff is. So I got this little pair of sunglasses, this little sports bra, and I love the back. Look at that, so cute. This is actually like a little squirt. And then, y'all know I love me some t-shirts, so I had to get a t-shirt. And then a pair of workout shorts. Anyways, I thought it was so cute. I wanted to show y'all really quick before I put it up. So I'm going to put this stuff away, and then I'm going to tell you where I got all of this stuff in just a second. But as I'm putting this away, I also have a huge load of laundry that needs to be folded. This is probably more like 2 loads of laundry that have been sitting here, and I need to fold them. So I decided to put on an episode of Queen Charlotte. Have you guys seen this show yet? It's so good. If you like Bridgerton, it's, you know, based on those characters. But it is so good, and I love Bridgerton, and I'm loving this show so far. I haven't really watched a lot of TV lately, and it's taking me forever to even get through. I think there's only like 6 episodes, but it's taking me forever to get through this series just because I haven't had a chance to watch very much TV lately. So anyways, let me know if you're watching this, or let me know what you're watching. If you have any favorite TV shows or any good movies or even good books that you've read or listened to lately, let me know. Because summer is almost here. Actually, my kids get out of school this week. So summer is almost here, and I'm going to have hopefully a little bit more time. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, those clothes that I was sharing with you are from a girl named Lauren. And we actually had a little girls' night at my friend Heather's house. And Lauren brought all this activewear over because she was actually the owner of an activewear boutique. and she was closing down her business, and so she had everything on sale for like $10. It was crazy. So I got a bunch of really cute stuff. They're all so comfy, and I haven't talked to her yet, but maybe I should ask her because she still had a lot of stuff in stock. So maybe I should ask her if she wants to sell any of it, and if she does, I'll make sure to leave her information down in the description box, and then that way if she has like a website, or you could DM her on Instagram if you want to get any of that stuff, because like I said, it was very inexpensive. It was like a going out of business sale, so I got a lot of really good quality stuff for like $40. It was awesome. All right, so all of those clothes are folded. I ended up putting the kids' clothes in that basket. I took them upstairs, and then I individually put those clothes on their beds so that way they could put those away when they get home. And now that I have all of that done, my room is tidied up. It looks so much better. And now we walk out here to the living room area, the kitchen, the breakfast area, and oh my goodness, look at these dishes. This is what happens when your kids play sports, you get home really late and you don't feel like doing the dishes after you clean or after you've cooked and eaten. Now, I will say that Chance, who is my husband, he is amazing. He offered to clean it all up, and I was like, no, leave it. I am going to be filming and cleaning tomorrow anyways. I might as well just clean it up in the morning. So that's really why it's there still, is because one, I was too lazy to pull my camera out because it was getting late and I was tired, and I knew it was going to take me way longer to clean it up if I was filming it. And then two, I didn't want it to be cleaned up because I wanted it on camera. So I remember when I first started my YouTube channel, I would get comments a lot about like, oh, you staged the mess in your house, or nobody lets their house get that messy. And I'm like, man, we must really be some messy people over here, because I definitely don't have time to stage my house and make a mess to clean it up. However, I will say that I will let it sit and it will stay there and be messy way longer than before I had a YouTube channel, because, you know, I want to film it to clean it up. But I've got to have the energy and know that it's going to take me a lot longer to clean it if I pull that camera out. But it's okay, because I get to clean my house and hopefully give you guys some cleaning motivation at the same time. So even though it takes me a lot longer to clean when I'm filming, I'm so grateful that I get to do this and hang out with you guys every single week, and hopefully motivate you guys to get some things checked off of your to-do list at the same time.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love songs, I'm tired of this, and I wanna tell you straight just like it is. You're watching me.
Okay, now that I've made a little room, I put those dishes away that were on the drying mat. I'm going to put whatever I can fit into the dishwasher, and then the rest of the stuff I'm going to go ahead and wash by hand, because I did not want any more dishes sitting in the sink. I wanted it to be completely cleaned out, and since all those dishes had been sitting in the sink, I really needed to like clean the inside of my sink too. So all of these dishes are about to be put away or in the dishwasher.
Me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold.
Okay, so you guys have to tell me, what is your least favorite cleaning task around the house? I'd probably say for me, it would be cleaning the showers. Actually, I know that I would say for me, cleaning the showers. I hate cleaning the showers, and it's really not even that hard. I don't know. There's just something about it. I just do not like to do it. So Chance actually does that for me, and most of the time. Now, sometimes I will clean it, especially if I'm in there. Sometimes I'll just clean it while I'm in the shower. But most of the time, he cleans the showers for me. But I'm just curious, what is your least favorite cleaning task? And tell me why in the comments. All right, so I love telling you guys a little bit about what's going on in our lives. I know I don't do a whole lot of day in the life videos anymore. I used to do that a little bit more when I first started my channel, but I quickly realized that I don't really like sharing everything that's going on with me and my kids. I love sharing little snippets and little behind the scenes. I share a lot of stuff like that over on Instagram, but honestly, sharing like a full vlog or a day in the life type video where my kids are in it all the time, I started not feeling so comfortable, especially after getting some of the comments that I got over the years. So now you don't really see me do a whole lot with them in my videos anymore. And I don't know, it's just a personal preference, I guess. But throughout my cleaning videos, I do love to just kind of fill you in on what things are going on with us. A lot of you will ask like different questions and want to hear updates. So I love getting to share that kind of stuff with my voiceovers and get to just kind of hang out with you guys while I'm doing my voiceover, if that makes sense. I don't know. So I know I get kind of chatty in my voiceovers, but that's kind of how I feel like I get to hang out with y'all and just fill you in on what's going on in our lives, especially if you're not over on Instagram or Facebook. So anyways, I was just going to fill you guys in on what's going on with us. So as I am doing this voiceover, my kids have 1 day left of school, and we are actually surprising the kids after school, and we're going to go down to Orlando and take them to Universal. They haven't been to Universal since last year for spring break, and it's like one of their favorite things to do, which let me pause and tell you, in the sink right here, I'm using the pink stuff because it's amazing. If you have white sinks, or even if you have stainless steel and you have any like spots on your sink, use the pink stuff. It's awesome. You can see I barely even had to scrub at all, and it took those little spots right out of my sink. So anyways, back to my story. So we're going down there. My kids absolutely love Universal, and we decided to stay at the Hard Rock Hotel at Universal, and we've never stayed there before. We have lots of friends that have stayed there. We usually stay at a Universal hotel, but it's usually like one of the smaller ones. But we decided to go ahead and stay at the Hard Rock, and you get like free fast passes, which is awesome because usually we pay for the fast passes separately. But I'm really excited because this will be like the kickoff to our summer. And if you've been around for a while, you know, I've kind of talked about this before, but with Chance's job, it's really hard for us to take like vacations. So we typically try to do something that we can drive to that's not too far away. And we will usually go like a Friday to a Monday or a Thursday to a Sunday, because that way we have over the weekend. Because he really doesn't have anybody that can help cover him. He's in medical sales, and he's the only rep in the area for his particular job. So it's really, really, really hard for him to get away, especially for an extended period of time. So that's why we try to do vacations that are a little bit closer, and we try to do them a few times of the year. And especially with the kids, like Gracie June does or all-star cheer. So we pay for hotel rooms for 3 or 4 weekends out of that season. And then Kaysen does travel baseball, so that's another 3 or 4 weekends that we pay for hotels for that. So it kind of gets expensive. But we're excited because we're going to go to Universal. We were originally planning to go try to take the kids to the Bahamas this summer. I'm showing you guys, I'm putting my makeup on really quick. This is the best makeup. If you need details, it's in the description box. But we wanted to go to the Bahamas, but we were not able to get the kids' passports in time. So hopefully we can try to do that around like Christmas time or something like that. But I'll try to share some pictures over on the community tab from our Universal trip and some stuff in stories on Instagram too. All right, so I've got a full face of makeup on in less than 5 minutes. We have towels everywhere too, because Chance is actually fixing these little patches on our wall where our towel hooks just came out of the wall. So he's been in here doing that. I don't know if you saw him walk in and out, but I'm actually about to run to Walmart. I have to run in and return a few things, but I also did a Walmart pickup order for some groceries for the week. So I'm gonna go do that really quick. All right, I told you guys I forgot to start a load of laundry earlier, which is crazy because this is typically one of the first things I do every single morning. So I'm throwing in a load of laundry. We've actually got casings, clothes, and then a few random things thrown in there. So I'm getting that started and headed to Walmart. All right, I just got back from Walmart. I'm gonna give you guys a quick grocery haul, and just so you guys know, I actually did go in, return the items that I needed to, but then I walked around and they had so many cute clothing items, so I got a bunch. I got a few things, well, I got a good bit for me, and then I got a few things for Gracie June, so I'm gonna share that with you a little bit later, but let me show you my grocery haul really quick. All right, so we're only cooking 3 nights this week. One of the nights is gonna be leftovers, so I really didn't need a whole lot of stuff. So let's just get on into this haul. So we were out of Motrin, had to get a couple things of that. We got some Zyrtec. We've got some bread. We were out all the way out of bread. Capri Sun Roaring Waters. I got 3 packs of these in the tropical punch flavor. I've got more drinks outside, but we brought these in, so I figured I would just go ahead and show you. Some yogurt covered raisins. Gracie June requested these. We've got some Lunchables, mainly for like snacks. So turkey and cheddar cracker stackers. And I got 4 of those. They're all the same. We've also got some sweet and salty trail mix. And these are like the individual packs. Figure these would be great for snacks, but it would also be great for when we go out of town this weekend. We've also got these little things. These are the adult Lunchables. I love these things. So this one is the pepperoni and let's see, what kind of cheese is that? Cheddar cheese, white cheddar. So I got 2 of those. And then we got the hot salami with Gouda cheese. I haven't tried this one, but the pepperoni ones are my favorite. So got a couple of those for snacks. I'm making chicken crescent roll bake tonight. So I got stuff for this. We have not made this meal in forever. So I'm not sure. The last time I made it was probably years ago, and I don't think the kids liked it very much, but we are going to make them try it since they haven't had it in so long, see if they like it. But so I've got cream of chicken for that. We've got some crescent rolls, and oh, I should have, yeah, there's 8, okay. And then some chicken, which I'm not going to use all of this, but just some shredded chicken, and then shredded cheese we already had, and that is in our refrigerator. If they don't like those, however, we did get some of these cordon bleus that you just pop in the oven. We love these, so I got a couple of packs of those in case the kids don't like my chicken crescent roll bake. I also got some chocolate chip muffins. They haven't had those in a while. We've got some Pop-Tarts for the kids when the kids get out of school for summer, just to have on hand. We're gonna do tacos on Tuesday, so we've got more shells, sour cream, lots of ground beef because we're gonna do spaghetti on Wednesday and leftovers on Thursday, so I'll make a good bit of baked spaghetti. So I've got 2 packs of ground beef for that. I also got this mild salsa for the tacos. I haven't tried this kind yet, but our favorite is from Publix, but since I went to Walmart, I just went ahead and picked up some from there. And then we've got breadsticks, our favorite breadsticks to go with our spaghetti, some goldfish, Pringles, these little sun chips, and our spaghetti noodles. And then for the other drinks, we got some Red Bull, the 0 sugar, and then we got some Diet Dr. Peppers. I got a couple of packs of those. The cheapest place to buy those is Walmart, by the way. And then we also got some toilet paper. So that is my whole Walmart haul. All right, all of my groceries are put away. I did not end up filming that, but I was in a hurry because, like I said, I was trying to hurry up and get done with all the cleaning before I went and picked the kids up from school. And so now I need to go ahead and vacuum and mop at the same time. And since I'm trying to save time, I'm using my trusty Tenco iFloor 2. It vacuums and mops at the same time. This is one of the very old versions of the Tenco. They have much newer versions now, which I would love to get one and try. But this one's been great. I have loved it. I know so many of you have loved yours. So y'all will have to let us know in the comments because I know people love hearing from others and not just me what you think of the Tenco iFloor 2. Some people love it. Some people have had issues with theirs, but I'm telling you guys, I've had mine for what, like a year and a half now, maybe longer than that, 2 years, I don't know. But it's been great, and I've recommended it to so many people because it's really easy to clean. Now, I do recommend cleaning it every single time that you use it, and then at least cleaning the brush roll once every couple of weeks at least, because it will kind of start smelling if you don't clean it. So that's one tip that I will tell you. Also, I just use water and then the Tenco floor cleaner that comes with it. So love this thing. Makes it super quick and easy. I only have to vacuum one time around the entire downstairs, and I'm vacuuming and mopping at the same time. So highly recommend it. Now, also really quickly, I wanted to tell y'all, I just talked about how I got a bunch of really cute clothes from Walmart, and I'd planned on filming a haul and showing you guys all those clothes on, but this video got very long and I ran out of time on this particular day, so I decided to save it for next week's video. So if you want to see like the Walmart clothes that I got, I found some really, really, really cute stuff, and I think you guys are going to be excited about it because the prices are amazing, of course, and a lot of really cute stuff for summer. So be on the lookout for that in next week's video. I'll share a haul, and I'll actually show you a little try on and what they look like on and everything. And then also be sure to check out Instagram, because a lot of times I will share outfits over there, and they might just be something that I ordered separately. But you guys know I love to shop at Walmart. I love getting clothes there, basically get my groceries there all the time. It's just one of my favorite places to shop. I don't go in as often as I order online or do like Walmart pickup. But when I went in the other day, I was shocked because usually my Walmart's not that great with like clothes and stuff. Usually I have to find a lot of stuff online. But when I went in the other day, it was stocked and there was some really good stuff. So anyways, I'll show you that little haul in next week's video.
Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back.
Okay, so as I'm cleaning, I am actually going to go over my carpets with this vacuum. It's like I said, it's a vacuum mop combo, but it's not letting out like a ton of water, so it's not sopping wet. My carpet's not getting sopping wet. I will say I don't think it's recommended to do this, but I do it all the time. Now, I'm not recommending that you use your Tenco to vacuum your carpets or your rugs or anything, because I don't want your stuff to get messed up. But like I said, I've been doing this for the last couple of months and I haven't had any issues. I think that there are some wet dry vacuums out there that say that they're fine for rugs and carpets. This one does not say that, but like I said, I haven't had any issues so far.
You're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
Okay, so here is the dirty water from my Tenco. I did that whole downstairs area, and this is what the water looks like. I'm actually pouring it outside. I usually show you guys me pouring it down the toilet, but that's basically so you can see how dirty the water is. I feel like it shows much more clearly how dirty the water is in the toilet, but it's really not good for the pipes and things like that to put that dirty water down, especially because every time I use mine, I have like hair and all kinds of stuff in there, and it could clog your toilets. All right, we are back outside and I'm cleaning our little bar area. And like I said, it's kind of hard to see even when I did the close-up videos just then, but there are literally spider webs and dust all over everything, and dirt and probably pollen, all kinds of things all over everything out here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take everything off of these top 2 shelves first, and I'm going to dust with this little extendable duster. And this is the one that I just use for outside. So I don't use this duster inside. I use it for outside, like here on the back porch, the garage, anywhere outdoors, just because I'm sure that it just gets spider web stuck all over it. And then I'm going to wipe down these shelves. These are just some wood shelves that we had put up. And I'm going to wipe those down, and then I will dust off all of the cups and other little knickknacks that we have sitting on these shelves. And just so you guys know, we do not use the cups. If we're going to use a cup, we will take it inside and wash it first. But honestly, we haven't used any of these cups that have been out here since like 2 years ago. So they just kind of are shelf decor. They look really cute and functional, but are not, they're not functional, but they look cute, is what I meant to say. But really, we can't keep anything out here and use it because it's going to get so dirty. And Chance has actually talked about wanting to close in this area and make it like glassed in instead of a screened in porch, just because every single year, at least a few times a year, we have to take all the furniture out, pressure wash it, clean the rug, do all of that kind of stuff because it just gets so dirty. I'm not sure how I feel. I don't know. I think it would be great to not have to clean all this stuff as often, or at least not have to take the furniture out to clean it, you know. But I don't know. I love this area out here though. We love just coming out here and sitting on the couches, watching like sports, or having people over. Sometimes even like a movie night on the back porch is awesome, especially during the summer, late at night once the sun has gone down. It's so nice. But I feel like I'm always telling you guys about all these things that, you know, we wish we could do at our house or we would love to do in the future. And we've been in our house for almost 6 years. I think July will be 6 years. And really, we haven't done a whole lot of changes to any of the structure or any big changes in our house. I think the biggest change was when we did the bedroom makeover. And that was, we did do the playroom. We painted the playroom and I got all new furniture and stuff in there, but that definitely needed it. So anyways, I feel like over the years we haven't done a whole lot, but we definitely have some things on our list that we would love to do now that we've been in our house for 6 years. Chance actually went around the house and touched up paint on a lot of spaces. But I'm sure you guys have figured this out about me by now. I've been doing YouTube almost as long as we've lived in the house. It takes me a really long time to get projects done. Like, I'm not good about saying I'm going to do something and then doing it the next month and getting it all done. And that's probably why I could never have a makeover channel, because I would never get things done. But I love watching other channels where they do like these complete room transformations, or they do all these house projects and stuff like that. Like, I love watching it because I love seeing the before and afters. But for me to actually get all that kind of stuff done, I'm so slow. So every now and then you'll get a makeover video, but it probably took me a couple of months to even get the entire makeover done because I'm so slow at those kind of things.
Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless.
So I feel like you can tell on this trash can, it is covered in dirt. It was so gross. So I'm just wiping this down really quick. This is like the first trash can I think we ever had for our house. And we just put it out here on the back porch and it works perfect out here. but I'm just wiping it down, and then I'm gonna go move it onto the other corner. I don't know why it was put over. Oh, it was put over here in this corner because when we were getting the house pressure washed, we kind of threw everything over there by the bar area because that didn't need to be sprayed down. But the trash can we usually keep over there in the corner. And then for our little refrigerator here, I'm just using the Sprayway glass cleaner to wipe this down real quick. Alright, so now we have all the cleaning done, and I'm going to show you guys an overview of the house clean and all of that. But before I show you the overview, I wanted to share this recipe really quick. I have shared it in the past, but a lot of you were asking for it, so I thought I would share it again because it's definitely a go-to recipe for us, especially on busy weeknights. So basically, I just take a few chicken breasts, I throw them in a crock pot, and then this is the Buffalo Wild Wings Parmesan garlic sauce. You just dump the whole thing into the crock pot, and then I'm taking some heavy whipping cream and filling it about halfway up in the bottle. Shake it all up and then dump that right on top. And then I take a full block of cream cheese and I cut it up into little cubes and I just dump it in the crock pot, and then I will turn the crock pot on low and let it cook for about 6 to 8 hours, or you could do it on high for about 4 hours. Then I come back later in the evening after it's all done, and then I will cook my penne pasta. I like getting the protein plus penne pasta to give a little bit more protein, and I'll just cook that up. Once that's done cooking, then I'll throw it in the crock pot with my shredded chicken. And Chance actually sent this to me one day off of Amazon. It's a chicken shredder. And so you just take your chicken pieces out of the crock pot, stick it in there, put the little top on there, and then you can spin it back and forth and it shreds your chicken for you. And it's awesome. I love this thing. So we've been using this to shred the chicken, or we also have our little hand mixer. I'll just throw all the chicken into a big bowl and I can use my hand mixer and shred the chicken that way too. So either way, whatever you want to do, you just dump your shredded chicken back into the crock pot, and then when your penne pasta is done, you throw that in there, mix it all together, and then you throw some Parmesan cheese on top, mix it up again, and you have some chicken penne pasta that everybody is going to love. This is seriously one of the easiest recipes that we do, and we do it so often because everybody in the family loves it. It makes a ton of food, so a lot of times we'll eat it one night and then have it for leftovers the next night. Or like this night when we cooked it, we knew we were going to be gone the next night, so we didn't have it for leftovers. I just threw it into a large freezable Ziploc bag and then labeled it and then threw it in the freezer. It lays flat so it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, and then whenever we want to eat it the next time, we'll just pull it out, let it thaw, and then heat it up. So easy, so delicious. You guys have to let me know if you try this recipe. And this is one of those viral TikTok recipes, so that's where I found it. I've seen so many people do it on TikTok, and when I saw it, I had to try it. So we made it, I don't know, like 6 or 7 months ago, maybe longer than that, and that's when I shared it. So we've been making it for a while. We just love it so much. Now to serve this up, I just throw it in a bowl and we just eat it by itself, but you could probably even add broccoli to this and get you some veggies in there, or put some broccoli on the side, or whatever other veggies you want to eat with it, a salad, something like that would be good with it. But usually we just eat it by itself in a bowl. And I like to put hot sauce on mine, so I'll put some Frank's hot sauce on top, and it's delicious.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. Be stumbling in the...
All right, you guys, all the cleaning is done, and just in the nick of time because I have to go get my kids from school. I am so hot. Leggings While cleaning outside was a bad choice, I am covered in like dust and dirt and all the things. I'm pretty sure I feel like I have spiders crawling all over me from cleaning out here, but it feels so good to have all this stuff done. We could probably come out here and relax this afternoon or this evening and watch a Braves game. Whoop whoop, go Braves. I am about to give you guys an overview of the clean house, the clean back porch, and hopefully it was all super satisfying and motivating. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you were doing while you were watching. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day, and I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day, and I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. I don't need anybody, I don't need anybody else.